Good evening and welcome PLW Nation, the Wiffle House Monday. We got a big series for you guys. The 32-16 first place Vaderz are going to be taking on the 23-25 Bombers. The Bombers last week played the Cajuns, lost 2 of 3. I think that they're going to have to win out to get into the playoffs. The Vaderz are kind of coasting. They're looking for that number 1 seed, which they currently have. We'll have to see how it unfolds here at Hideaway Field. Good evening and welcome. I'm Trench Pacone, hanging out with my good friend and colleague, Logan Christie. How are you, man? Up in the booth with old Trenchy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's going to be a great series tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. As I was just saying, I don't know what the magic numbers and all these different numbers are, but I feel like the Bombers need to win the last 6 of the season and might maybe get some help.
Yeah, I mean, not knowing exactly what the schedules are in front of me, I know that everyone is very close in standings, but I think they're going to need to win all 6, and they might need a little bit of help too.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of teams watching tonight, especially like the Cajuns, Night Owls, all these guys, that if, say, the Bombers do come out here and sweep, that puts a little bit of pressure on the Legends and Snappers and these type, Sand Vipers, Cajuns type of teams. So they're fighting for their lives, and it's a scary opponent when they need to win they need to do everything they need to do to get into the playoffs.
You never want to play a hungry team, and the Bombers are very hungry right now. They want to make the playoffs. They were close last year. They were really an inning or 2 away from making it the next stage.
I think they would have made it to the championship game. I think
that's what it was.
Yeah, so I was on the Sand Vipers, and we ran into the Bombers, and they put up a really good game, game 3, and they almost took it on a late home run, I believe, but the Sand Vipers came back and eventually won the championship. You could see the Vaderz over there in the dugout. There's their lead guy, Ethan Ibarra, and I was having a conversation with Lede last week, and I go, who's like the most complete athlete out here? And it's Ibarra.
Absolutely.
He's the most complete athlete right there. Kyle Eder not too far behind, man. Those guys are just straight ballers. But Ethan Ibarra looks like he was wiffle built. He comes from a baseball background, but it's translated so well into wiffle ball, which you don't see all that much too fast. But he's the kind of guy that turned it around real fast.
Absolutely. I know with the Vader, let's get to the lineup right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they're going to go ahead and lead off. Billy is going to pitch. Ethan at shortstop. Kyle playing left field. Roundy in right. Gio's going to play second. And Alex going to play third. They have Sasai, Dave, and Kenny Santatu on the bench underneath the line tonight.
Yeah, look at old Cuba Dave down there in substitutes. Real quick before we get into the game, I'd like to honor, Memorial Day. It's to honor some of those people that might not be here with us because they give us the right, fought for our freedom, and we're able to play wiffle ball because of that. So I want to take 5 seconds of silence for that.
Sounds good.
And we're back. Feels good to honor people, man.
Absolutely.
We get to play wiffle ball Monday night, big-time matchups all week long. We only have this week and another week left of the season, and we still don't know where people are playing. Maybe we could get a look at that graphic. There it is right now of the standings before we play. The Vaderz are the first ones to clinch. They did that last week against the Bombers. And listen, the Vaderz are as hungry as anybody. They remind me of a junior ones team that came out real hyped up. That's like the new ones squad, these Vaderz. The ones are like veteran old guys now.
They want to win. I know that for a fact. This means a lot to that entire team.
You know what? I know a lot of people want to see the Legends play the Sand Vipers just because I was on the Sand Vipers, blah, blah, blah.
Of course.
If we could not match up in the first round, we'd have another, if we both won and we get to that, like, semifinal or whatever.
Or in the finals, I mean.
Could we get.
Legends and Vipers could be a very interesting one. For the fans, that'd be phenomenal.
Yeah.
As the manager of a different team, I don't know if I'd want to see that. But, I mean, as a unbiased broadcaster, that would be phenomenal to see.
Listen, I don't want to run into any of those teams. If you're in the playoffs, that means you are balling right now.
Absolutely.
I'm going to ask our Twitch fans right now, who do you think's like the hottest team, the most scary team coming in if they make the playoffs?
It's a good question.
Like, who's the hot team that you're like, I don't want to face the Sand Vipers. Yes, they might have some pitching problems, but they'll mercy you in 3 real fast if you just let go of the gas a tiny bit.
Oh, I'm very, very interested for tomorrow. That's who we play. So
yeah, then you got the Night Owls, like these aces that come out and pitch, and now they're starting to hit. That's scary, right? Yeah. A fully loaded Night Owls team. If the Bombers, of course, they lead the league in home runs.
They have 5 players with over 1,000 OPS this season.
That's insanity.
It's incredible.
And then you got the Snappers that have been to the championship game 3 times in a row, trying to make it a 4th.
Taylor looks pretty
That might never
healthy.
happen again.
Like, Taylor is healthy, and he is not their ace right now. Do you want to play them? I don't want to play them.
No,
I finished my season with them. I gotta go through them to make the playoffs.
Man, the only team that's like now questionable a little bit is the Ones. Slipping up a little bit, not so cohesive in the dugout. I saw an exchange between AK and Chen one time. Some big stuff.
It's going to be interesting. Can they hold that 2 spot, or will they slide and maybe one of these other teams gets into that 2-3 spot on
And
them?
a team that I definitely don't want to be is the Lightning.
No.
I mean, they are down there with Oscar the Grouch in that trash can, aren't they not?
I mean, that's a pretty good reference. I mean, they're down and out.
Anyhow, it's game time. We got Max versus Billy, and all of a sudden, Billy's been hit in the weight room.
Wow.
He might have to go see an optometrist.
I know
in that weight room, but he can't see that 55 mile an hour one down the pipe. I love Jake, man. To the right side. Is it going to go fair? Trevor, not there yet. Our umpires tonight are Kyle Lohman, member of the Night Owls. Cody Runnels, member of the Cajuns. Who's that?
Chad. Got Sparkles.
Got old Sparky, huh?
Yep.
Looking good, too, man. Wait till we get you on camera. 3-2 count early for Max.
He's all dressed up tonight.
You know what? I didn't look up the stats. Who's leading in strikeouts all of a sudden?
On the mound is Jake Purdy.
On the season?
Yes.
Man, what a superstar he is.
Oh, I've wanted him. I've tried multiple times.
He's a cool dude, too, man.
Oh, he's a phenomenal guy. Incredible athlete.
You don't have to go that far.
He is.
Ethan Ibarra up to bat right now. And I think Brad called this Murderer's Row. Billy, Ethan, Kyle, Tanner.
I think it's the 2 through 4 is his Murderer's Row.
What's Billy? Like, just...
That is... I mean, Billy's job right now is just to get on base for everyone. Get an extra RBI, so Ethan's home runs aren't just a solo. It's a 2-run home run now.
No doubt. As Ethan's looking at a 1-2 count right now.
He's been working on that pitch a lot, that submarine that just sits there on that low bar.
Max in trouble once again with a 3-2 count, and this is not somebody you lay a cookie, a semi-cookie, anything close to a cookie.
They're playing 3 outfielders for a reason.
But he catches outside team double Nichols. What a pitch, Logan.
Wow.
Barra could not do anything on that one. Look at the location of that. It hits the outside of the bar.
He started walking to first base. He knew that was a ball, and the ball had different plans. Kyle is currently on a 19-game hitting streak.
That's pretty good. You know, Hollis was on a 22-gamer, and then he lost it in game 2. Andrew Leday currently leads, I believe, with 24 straight games.
That is correct.
But like I said last broadcast, as Kyle takes 55 outside corner, and that's going to freeze him. He can't even believe it.
Wow.
And Eder just says, what are we talking about? talking about practice. So what he needs to go to hit those 55 on the outside bar. Max really, really dealing. So we're going to go into the bottom of the first. Bombers, no damage.
All that practice that Max is getting in the batting cage, it is working out. He started working on that pitch a little bit, and it was just kind of rolling to the plate. Now it is an absolutely filthy pitch.
You know, we've talked a lot about Billy Santiwan on the mound, but before we talk about him, let's go through the lineup of the Bombers.
So they're going to be leading off with owner Max Fernandez. He's going to be playing left field. Mateo in center. Max was just on the mound. You got Trevor Bauer, the graphic, playing second base. Hollis Hale at third. Big Al finishing the lineup at sixth, DHing. Justin did not make it in time, so he's actually only going to be batting sixth. And I believe Shirley and Yepes are not here yet, but Simmons is going to be under the line currently.
All right, here we go. Billy on the mound. Alex takes a turf ball, low and outside. 1-1 count here at Premier League Wiffle. We do start with one strike as Billy. No.
Yeah, 497. I'm late on the stop for sure. I got it fair.
Controversy early. They might have to review that.
It's been called fair on the play.
Listen, this is serious, and I don't think these players understand. You have to be on point with challenging anything you possibly could. I talked to Tanik when we were on the container the other night. Remember those games, 14 weeks ago? We're like, we lost one. You wish you had that one. You wish you had that call. You wish you would have had another RBI. So you don't have to fight for your life and for relegation. But it looks like he's going to go down to first base after a conference between Kyle and Sparkles.
It was called fair on the play, and they decided to stay with it.
Who's the hottest batter right now in the league? Is it this dude? Is it Mateo?
Let's see.
He's been really, really hitting the ball very well. He leads the league in home runs, doesn't he?
He does. He is leading the league in home runs currently. Let's make sure I get that exact number. 29 home runs.
That might flare. Is it going to go? No. Barely. Foul. Still going to look at a 2-2 count. What it is Mateo had a slow start to the season. Timeout's called. They had a slow start to the season, and I feel like the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's really turned it on.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason there's 5 guys hitting over 1,000 OPS, and he's at 13.
That's good then, huh?
Oh, phenomenal.
Got Storm Glider, Bam Bams, and Bob's Away. We see you. Good take. And I think the Bombers are going to see Billy well today. That is an enormous first walk for Billy right there.
That's enormous. Two batters dropping the first pitch or dropping the first ball in play.
Yeah.
Now walking Mateo, he's got first and second with Max up.
Oh, Max is the left side. There should be an easy double play.
See if Joe tries. He does.
Oh, man, they almost turned a triple play. They're about 0.2 away from it being close.
The Vaderz did turn 3 triple plays in the Talk League before entering PLW, so they have the ability.
I think if that ball was hit any faster, it might have happened.
Absolutely.
As a batter, Max feels horrible. Trevor Bauer. He just goes right back to Billy. Went through his legs. Billy not showcasing any defense so far in the bottom of the first.
He's getting the soft contact though, so he's being able to save himself on it, but he's definitely going to need to fix that up.
Looking a little shaky out there. Walked a batter, dropped a ball, and had a tiny little roller sneak past him there in a little 5-6 hole.
He dropped all the way to the ground on that too.
I'm going to have to go out there and teach him something. Anyhow, the top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you're buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family and beyond. You can connect with Leilani on Instagram, right there on that little icon. There she is, Leilani Acuna. Acuna Matata. There you go, Chad. I didn't even know the lyrics after that.
I wasn't confident enough myself.
A lot of people are A lot of people are talking about that new Top Gun movie, Logan. It's the best one ever. It's the best movie I've ever seen.
I need to see it.
We'll talk about that in a minute as Tanner Roundy, who was on the quadruple end of that back times 4 home run. Remember? Went back to back to back to back. I was on the container for that one.
That was incredible.
You know what's even more incredible?
They lost that game.
There you go.
They pulled off the gas.
Yeah.
It's wiffle ball. You can score fast in this league.
Right. They hit the brakes, and the snappers flew right by.
2-2.
Don't want to do it.
They got caught in a topspin.
Through the jet lag.
Tanner to the right side. Nail Simmons. Easy grab for out number 1. Man, Tanner's so good going to the right side, isn't he?
He's phenomenal to the right side. He should be played on defense like a lefty.
Here's Gio. He's just coming up real confident now. He's established himself as a dangerous person up there.
Absolutely.
When he makes contact, a lot of the time it is hard hit or it's out of the park. Or he strikes out.
He's been crushing. When he tries to go to the other
There
side,
it is, another hard hit.
when he's up the middle or to the other side, his average, he can start to rival Leday. I've seen the ability.
Here's Hutt. Alex the Hutt.
He started to showcase some good power recently.
Yeah, he's coming around.
He's developed pretty fast. I mean, he only came in, I think, a month into the season.
And he's one of those like bigger built guys that you don't think's fast, but he could turn on it.
Oh, absolutely. And he turns on the ball goes.
Hollis waiting for one to come around on that third base side. You could see him. Alex hasn't really shown Oppo, skill quite yet. So a lot of it's going to be rollovers like that.
I don't mean in batting practice, I'm going to the right side a little bit. It was more of a slice inside-out swing, but he was still going to the other side to about halfway through the Ivy, too.
2-2 count. Top of the second, guys, down there. Now it's 3-2. Another big pitch. He loses him right there. Now there's runners on first and second. 1 out, right? Tanner got out.
Yep.
Top 2, 1 out. First and second, yep. Official King Joka, thanks for the subscription. We see you out there. There's somebody else up there, too, that just followed and subscribed, I believe. Welcome to PLW Nation. Memorial Day edition, Monday night. Oh, you're doing the box score, huh?
Yep.
I like that, man.
Try to help me in the later games when I...
That's going to be a flare. Tough play for Lawnell.
Oh, that's down clean.
And goes right side. It's going to score a run. Still, runners on the corner as big man Ethan Ibarra up to bat, and he loves these types of situations. This is what happens when you roll the lineup over. And you can see that Max is probably going to try to pitch away from him a little bit.
I mean, I would.
But, he puts one down there at 53, and Ibarra can't make contact. Big swing, 1 and 2, as we have 350 viewers already on Twitch, just getting game 1 of 3 started.
Someone just redeemed a Snapper Season 1 jersey.
Wow.
And I believe that is a signed one because I know that Lohman was going around getting signed uniforms.
Great pitch by Max. Listen, TikTok, you don't get the cool angles like you do over here on Twitch. You could see that pitch coming from the other side, plus multiple other camera angles. So you could really get a full Dolby surround sound visual experience over here on twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle as Kyle Eder. As Max goes with his little submarine pitch. Comes in hot at 57, though. I think we're going to go 5+ tonight. Oh, that's going to be a deep shot. Is it enough?
Oh,
no, Kyle absolutely cranked that one out there. And when I was walking into Hideaway Field today, I saw a little bit of batting practice, and it looked like the ball wasn't carrying. It was pushing down a tiny bit.
It was definitely not carrying, but that ball was smoked. I cannot believe that ball did not go still.
Yeah, needed a little bit more elevation on that one. But the Vaderz do score one. The Bombers are going to have to respawn. You can't let the Vaderz get out of this inning fast and get back up. Can't keep that momentum. You got to slow down, if not retake momentum. And that's so key after a team just scored on you. Because when you go back into the dugout, it feels like they just went through the lineup again.
Absolutely. I mean, if you let this Vaderz lineup see the ball, or take about 5 or 7 plate appearances per game, you're not going to beat them. You cannot let them just turn the lineup over and over again. Let Ethan, Gio, Tanner,
Their
Kyle.
whole team. It's like their whole team. And there's Hollis taking a 52 knuckleball down and outside. And Hollis has really been the spark plug right now the last 3 weeks, I feel, for the Bombers. He brings a lot of energy. He brings kind of that older mentality, veteran, even though they have all played the same amount of seasons. He's just a more polished athlete when you get a little older.
I know I didn't personally experience the Hollis season that he set the home run record at the time, but he's starting to look like that type of form.
Yeah.
I mean, he's crushing the ball. Everything is just elite.
A lot of people talk about the swag. Sorry to cut you off right there. It's like it brings the swag back.
Absolutely.
That's not going to have enough either. And he
Wow.
crushed that, man, dead center. And when you hit it dead center like that, it's 113 to center. But somebody like a Tanner, now you got to hit it like 120, right? A jump, an arm out there, long wingspan. That's a deep part of the field.
Yeah, he robs a lot of home runs.
Oh, I know he robbed one against me. It was going to be a granny too.
I remember that. I think I'm the one that clipped it.
Oh, man. What a heartbreaker.
Oh, man. That was filthy.
Yeah, but Billy works quick. Billy works filthy. Oh, barely outside. 2-2 count. The left side should be an easy play. Bobbles it. Gonna have to hurry a little bit and throws it in 4-6-3 under 5 seconds out. Number 2. Out number 3. Things happen here at PLW, man. I want to welcome everyone to Hideaway Field, beautiful Las Vegas. I hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day weekend, the end of it. I think when I become president, Logan, I'm going to move Memorial Day to Saturday, I think. Or maybe even Sunday, but you get Monday off. Like, you can't celebrate and then have to go to work the next day. Because those that we are honoring probably be like, give them the day off, right?
Yeah, you
Need that break.
You definitely need the day off after the holiday.
Yeah, so listen, maybe I'll just use this platform to make a run in like 2028 or something like that.
Let's do it.
And, wiffle ball fields all over the country.
Oh,
right?
I love that.
Leagues, money donated to stuff. Look at that container. There she is, the Dragon Lady. With a gentleman I don't know, and I don't know if Trevor Bauer knows either. As Tanner Roundy goes right side.
Oppo. Oppo Taco.
Watch this inside-out swing he has. It is so nice, man. I'm going to say it right now. He has the best opposite field swing, I think, for a righty.
I think him and Justin are right there.
Yeah, Justin, too, yeah.
I've only seen him go to the right side, and I was playing with Tanner for the season and a half, and absolutely. Tanner's not one. He's definitely 1A or 1B.
Yeah, Ryan Roosh also goes to the right side, but it's not as fluid of a swing. A little bit more poke action.
Yeah, he definitely pokes it a little more than Tanner just drives it to right side.
And Gio muscles up and Lionel Simmons. It goes off his hands over the fence into a palm tree. I think he caught a little palm tree. We're going to have to maybe have our medical staff look at that palm tree to make sure it's okay and could still grow. And I guess they could take a look at Lionel too. If it hits you in your hands, you got to catch that. No, Logan?
Oh, you absolutely have to catch that. I mean, I dropped one over the wall, and I was kicking myself for weeks. I'm still kicking myself for it.
Yeah, look, it's like you remembered a bad poker hand,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You don't remember the good stuff. But when that deuce of diamond dropped,
You remember it.
swing, and he's done as Billy Santiwan is going to be up to bat right now. I wonder how long that walk must feel to Billy, who's a very fast player. When he has to walk from the dugout to the home plate, it must feel like a
absolutely.
mile.
I don't think he'll be going all the way around. I think he'll duck underneath after.
Good pitch by Maximus. Gets
Oh.
Santiwan reverse K.
Look at me being wrong. He walked all the way around.
That's what I'm saying. Must feel like forever for a guy like that. Here's Ethan Ibarra once again. And that's how important it is to get that runner before the big guys come up.
Exactly.
Limit it to, if it does happen, a solo shot, 0-2 count here.
Then it hurts, but it doesn't hurt as bad. If it be 5 or 6 runs, then you had 5 or 6 solo home runs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're getting up runners all the time, then one run is going to be 3 or 4 runs. You don't want that.
Oh, that might not go, though. I'm telling you, nothing is going out tonight.
I had a lot of top spin
Anything
on
in
it.
the center area you're not going to have enough to carry it. Probably it might have to be like a Trevor Bauer velocity 120 out there to get it over center field. But we're going to go into the bottom of the third. Listen, the Bombers aren't going to win with 0 anyway, so they need to score. Giving up 3 right now that's not bad at all. That's almost a little bit expected. You know, you're expecting the Vaderz to score 4 or 5 this game. So you got to come back and score yourself. So we got to see the Bombers come alive right here.
Yes. Their lineup has been explosive recently, and it is time to kick it up right now. Their season is on the line. They're down by 3. Billy is the Cy Young favorite. Time to get it going.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the energy from Bomberville right now. Like, I'm not feeling the backs against the wall do anything to win this. I feel a little bit like they're...
It's a casual Monday for them right now.
Yeah, casual Monday. Their season is on the line. I mean, the last thing you want to do...
There you go.
Yeah, that's what you do right there, Mateo. The last thing you want to do is lose this series, and then it's so compact that you could be in that relegation game.
Don't want to be there at all. If you can avoid it, you want to be in the playoffs. 6 can keep you safe, but it's kind of like that irrelevant. You're safe, but you can't do anything about it.
Right.
But it's still nice to be in.
You want to do something about it.
Absolutely.
0-2 count to Maximus, bottom third. Runner on first, Mateo. There's a pull up right now. And Max, no!
Animate it. Between the 5 hole, he didn't get down at all on that.
A ball between the legs, then goes to the container, and Kyle Eder did his best to stop that. As an outfielder, you're not expecting that, so he probably had a hiccup for a split second.
They say he didn't touch that at all, so he scores.
Yeah, you're expecting your third baseman to at least get something on that. I mean, he's a big guy, a lot of reach down there, but hey, you're on third base. You got to play like you want it.
You're there for a reason. If Billy wants you at third base, he thinks that he's going to get you a ground ball all the time.
Time.
Sparkle's calling timeout right there. I like that call. And it looks like Billy is not happy with the timeout.
What?
He works very fast.
This is the type of stuff. This is the type of stuff that could get a team fired up. Right now, Billy's fired up. And to get Trevor out on a strikeout right there fires him up even more. He came in knuckleball high. It's Hollis up to bat right now. Man, right now, TikTok's missing all the action here on Twitch, man. The intensity of
They're missing
these
everything.
games.
They think they're having a fun time over there, but they're not.
They're just watching from this little camera angle. They have to come on over to Twitch to get the full production experience.
This is a full production. We have multiple camera angles, everything here.
Yeah, somebody just redeemed a signed jersey, you said?
Yes, from season 1, 3 seasons ago.
2-2
I don't know
count.
whose it was, but someone from the Snapper season 1 signed a jersey and gave it to the stream.
Good layoff by Hollis right there to fill up the count. And remember, Billy Santiwan has a walk already.
That'd be huge.
Good foul tip. Kind of got jammed up. That was only coming in at 49. Got ahead of himself right there.
Time. Thank you. It doesn't matter. He's not set. As an umpire, I'm not going to allow him to come to a batter who's not set.
Yeah, but it's the umpire talking. That wasn't a rule for us. Hey, but as soon as I step in the box, you can't wind your motion. Okay, here we go. Kyle and Ethan, neither of you are the managers, so you're not going to talk to Chad about this stuff, okay?
Oh, I love what just happened right there. Chad following the rule book. Kyle reinforcing that Billy and Ethan are not the managers of the team, so they're not going to talk to Chad about the call right there. Good strikeout by Billy, though, to really settle his team down, settle him down.
Yeah, I think everyone needs to settle down a little bit. It's starting to get a little chippy out here. I enjoy it.
A lot of spin on that ball, but easy play for.
We saw it halfway.
But the Bombers do score one, and that's what they needed right there, and had a little momentum shift right there. But I kind of like what the umpires are doing. You know, Billy's a fast worker, and when you get up into the box, he's basically in his windup while you're trying to still set. And wiffle balls, you need that little extra second to set because you're analyzing. You want to take a look at what's going on. You're analyzing the pitcher for a split second before you kind of
Exactly. And you have your own teammate throwing you the ball, not an umpire throwing you the ball. So you can definitely get yourself going a little bit faster than an actual baseball game would be.
Yeah, I kind of just like the slower pace a tiny bit. It gives us time to be able to talk about the pitch or a scenario or whatnot. So slowing it down, I think, helps the game a tiny, tiny bit. You don't want it to be timeouts every single pitch, but I think they're doing that right now just to set a tone of, hey, make sure the batter's ready to go.
Definitely. And I know, because I've run the TD, so running the cameras here, when they run a little bit too fast on the pitches, you can't really get the replay in.
Gotcha.
So you want to kind of highlight the guy made a diving play. You want to highlight his guy.
I like this talk right now as Kyle Eder steps into the box.
That's actually the reason behind the change on the sides.
Oh, good. 12-6, a 59 came in there. Kyle Eder taking a swing.
Kyle is currently on a 19-game hit streak, but he's 0 for 2 tonight because he just missed that first one. That was an absolute nuke.
Outside, ball number 1. Oh, see, now everybody's starting to chirp back and forth a bit.
Loving this.
This is going to get heated, and Eder takes one.
Kyle might go down on that one. He was hit at a vicious 54 miles per hour.
And then he comes right back with the ball outside corner, 55, and Kyle's looking at the speed like, come on, man.
Is he a manager or no? Because he keeps running his mouth. So let's get this out.
If you guys want to run your mouth at each other, that's one thing, and you guys can go home if you want to continue to do that. When it comes to speaking to umpires, only managers are speaking to umpires. It's that simple.
Oh, man, Kyle is flexing on Memorial Day. If he was like a platoon leader, I'd go into battle with that dude.
Oh, man. I can't wait for him to go to battle for me tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm loving this.
Listen, he is really flexing, man. I mean, his shirt says Wiffle God.
He's going to act like one.
Yeah, he says, listen, you guys could chirp at each other all you want. But you chirp at my umpire, I'm going to come in and I'm going to flex. 0-2 count.
He's defending his stream team tonight.
That's what we need.
I mean, everyone here is just a volunteer. Just donating their time out here just to give us the best possible stream for every fan possible.
Max
That's all we want to do.
feeling it. And that's going to be another strikeout as Gio is going to be up in the box right now.
He's got 8 strikeouts on the night already.
I don't know what his stuff is. He's just a good locator of pitches. He does have that awesome 12-6. Really good slide piece.
Just 2 flyouts.
But he doesn't have like that huge arsenal of pitches, but he really works the 3 that he has well.
Well, he's really developed that submarine pitch.
Yeah.
Because he only really had the slider and the curve. He's worked on a nasty screwball.
That is that drop pitch, and it comes in right on the numbers, usually 52 to 56 area. It's going to make batters swing, if not freeze you. This is going to be a big pitch. And Gio barely gets under it, but Lonell's out there. They're going to have to back him up. You got to back your fielder up, get in a little closer on that. As Lonell, a rookie out there, hasn't seen too much action. So easily these balls go off veterans' hands. Logan,
They usually have Jake Shirley or Yepes out there, so that is their third option to be their right fielder at the moment. And you saw what happened in, what was it, the second inning? Or
are we in the bottom of the fourth?
Bottom of the fourth, yes.
Yeah, bottom 4. Listen, TikTok, get on over to Twitch. I almost feel bad for the TikTokers. They're watching from the single camera that you can't even see the bases, the flag poles, our commentating booth, nothing. But if you come over to Twitch, you get to see everything, man.
Replays.
It's beautiful.
Zoom ins, everything.
Get to see the dungeon cam. Get to see Taylor Briner on the sky. Well, you don't get to see him, but
he would if he
gets
Scotty
in front
down
of
there
it.
in the dungeon. Thank you for running the show tonight, guys.
I love that a lot of volunteers stepping up late in the season right here as that knuckleball goes into the turf. There's a pull up. Who won the first round?
I want to say the Vipers, but my memory is, we'll see tonight. Billy caught that one.
We'll see who won round
Redeemed
1.
himself a little bit.
Mateo Fernandez up to bat. Went through the 5-6 hole last time. This time he gets rolled over right to Billy Santiwan. Does a little bobble, takes a toss for out number 2. As Maximus up to bat right now. They need to get something going with 2 outs right here. Keep that lineup going. It looks like the ones in round 2 are just dominating over the Bombers, Snappers, Cajuns, and Lightning. I wouldn't be surprised right now if Sparkles, in between pitches, had voted for the Lightning and then used his burner account to vote again.
Well, I mean, he might be able to use just and buy his votes on this one. Yep, you can definitely buy your points or spend your points to buy these polls.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know who T-Stags is, but he's quite the Once fan.
1-2 count gets Max in the turf. That was a good pitch. Billy blew Max a kiss after that.
He
and then
just
Max
did.
fired back and said, I got you looking, though. He's like, at least I swung. I like that.
I enjoy that. That one's playful banter back
Yeah.
and forth.
That's what we need. This is a big inning for Max and the Bombers. They cannot give up a run right here.
No.
3-1 you could live with 6 outs left. 4-1. Now it's getting a little bit dicey.
The season is that edge that we were talking about the Bombers having, they have it now. They absolutely have it now.
Yeah. I mean, as scary as the Vaderz are, 3 runs. That's not very many for the Vaderz, as we know they could put up a bunch.
Absolutely.
But when you're facing somebody like a Max or you're facing a little bit more elite pitching, the Vaderz, you're not going to see these 10, 12, 8 run, 8, 10, 12 run per game. It really goes to show you how important pitching is, right?
It's very important here to have that depth. Because last year, if you went to extra innings, the innings and extras didn't count.
Right.
But now they count.
And Max is really working it, man. Listen,
Wow, another one.
what is he not in the Cy Young Award?
He is
Talk?
He is on that ballot. Yes. I don't know how much on the talks he's been, but I think he should be.
I'm gonna do something that PLW Nation might hate. Check this out. After this pitch, Chad, do you think Max should be in the Cy Young Award debate?
He should be in the race, but he shouldn't get any votes.
Chad, from his mouth, said he should be in the race, but he shouldn't get any votes.
Wow.
There's two pitchers that are just way ahead.
He's just saying there's two pitchers that are just way ahead, and that's probably Billy and Tom.
Has to be.
1-2 count to Billy, or 2-2 count, I'm sorry. And he gets him on the outside, and Max gives him the little gun show right there. These two are going at it. Oh, man, if either of these two get a hold of one, the stare down bat flip, make sure you're on at TB7.
It may come in the booth.
Yeah.
It may go over the booth. I'm glad I parked really far away.
Taylor Briner on Skycam. I'm telling him.
We may see a javelin toss.
Ooh. That could be a fun poll down there as we look at a 0-1 count. Now 0-2. Oh, wait, that's a strikeout. He struck out the side. Wow. Max struck out the side right there, huh, Logan?
That's incredible.
A poll that maybe we could do. Maybe GK wants to throw it up there, or whoever the director is. Or we could see who the Cy Young nominees that aren't Tom or Billy. Like, who do you think the next 5 guys
Your dark
are?
horses?
Yeah, like, what are the dark horses? Max is in there. J-Dub's probably in there.
Ryan Roosh has to be in there.
Roosh is probably in there. Let's lead
Roosh
lead
was
to those
tied
guys.
with Purdy in the strikeouts at 160 coming in, and Max was only 2 behind both of them.
Maybe we could do, like, who would you rather face the least?
Max has 11 tonight.
That's how you know people are tuned in week after week. And there's Ryan Roosh right there giving a hug to his former team as Billy's looking at Trevor Bauer. Oh, the Chen's up there. Yeah, Taravella. 0-2 count to Trevor Bauer. We'll see if GK whips up something or not. And Bauer been having a real rough last 10 at bats.
He just came back from fast pitch, so do we want to claim it on that? I don't, and he won't either.
Hollis up to bat, 1 out. They got to score right here as that knuckleball goes into the turf.
Brad, I like that 5 as your dark horses. I like that a lot.
Oh, he barely misses that one. His cut is kicking like he's playing soccer, then throws it into the backstop in 4.83 seconds. Under 5, that's going to be an out. And if you're Hollis, he knows he just barely missed that, making it a 3-2 game.
Just a little bit on top of it.
People are loving that we're streaming Memorial Day Premier League Wiffle. The Vaderz handedly doing okay up top in the standings, but the Bombers basically need to win out with help. Big Al gets ahead of that one. We're
With it being 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th, down 2, they need to start now. They do not want to leave this to the 6th inning.
yeah, they need to get it to 3-2. Oh, and Hollis's hit streak is on the line. Right side, right to Gio. Should be an easy play. Makes a throw to the backstop in time, and the Vaderz are going to go try and score some insurance run as Billy is trying to complete his 58th straight game.
Yeah, he had the shutout that he had.
Look at Mama Fernandez up there going into the Tupperware. Looks like there could be some leftovers from last night's dinner. There's the Dragon Lady right by her. It's Trevor Bauer's man, and there's a gentleman I just have never seen before with dark glasses.
Are those alien socks? He's got to be a Vader fan. Sitting next to a bunch of Bomber fans. They must definitely not know who it is.
That's Bomber Nation up there.
That it is.
You know what we'll do next season? We'll have little tiny bombs, like the exact replica of it, that are like styrofoam. And when they hit a home run, the fans could throw it on the field, and then we have like, young kids go run them like they're grabbing like tennis balls at Wimbledon or something. What do you guys think about that? Give me a thumbs up.
I'm sure we could get Kirby be able to go and just grab and pick them up like a suction cup.
Yes.
I mean, I know Kirby's always antsy over there, just wanting to run around for absolutely no reason.
Listen, GK loves hockey. We can make Kirby. We could probably transform him into a Zamboni, a wiffle bony. 1-1 count. Eder to the right side. That's going to drop.
That's when he's at his most dangerous, is when he's going to right side.
Yeah, I mean, if he could hit it to the right side, this dude's unstoppable. And we talked about last week, he's only not been on base 2 games this whole season.
You know what that also just did?
What?
Brought him to 20 games on the hit streak.
20
and
games.
the top of the 6, his last at bat, he got it done.
Clutch City from Eder. Now they're going to have to face Tanner Roundy, who he deposited a home run opposite field earlier in the game. And he goes to a Sparkle's knee right there, but the way he comes out of it, it looks way more smooth than when Sparkle does it. And there's the Cy Young dark horse. A poll has been commenced.
Max and Purdy.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Mayo's in there. He's just on a team that's down there in relegation world, so his name's not really coming up as much.
Hey, stay in your dugout, please. It's working, huh?
Looks like TikTok starting to roll over as Tanner goes right side flare. Sometimes Max makes an attempt on that, just
There's
not
no
high
chance
enough.
on that.
No, only when you go down there, dog.
Max is trying to run away with it.
Goes to the right side. Bauer throws it. Fernandez,
That's off.
bad throw by Alex from second. Very,
You do not see that very often.
yeah, that
He threw it on a line.
rarely do you see a throw from, especially look, he had time, he kind of squared up and everything, but sometimes your hand could kind of get stuck to that wiffle ball, and it did right there. You definitely wanted to turn 2, not give Gio a chance to hit a double or a home run here, or even just get on base.
He may have rushed a little bit.
Yeah, and that's usually the result, is a bad throw when you rush. Yeah, J-Dub could probably be, maybe that's round 2 of dark horses. I wonder if we have enough Cy Young dark horses to go 2 rounds. Probably, right?
Oh, we absolutely do.
And Gio skies
really
one. It's going to
high.
go to center field. It is gone.
Wow.
Man, he absolutely destroyed that ball.
That's why you did not want to wait till the 6th.
Man, that double play would have really helped out, too, to save that run. But Gio... And that
one was
have
earned.
done it.
He was given one earlier, and he just earned the second one.
Man. Looks like Jake Purdy is going to, or no, actually Max is still the Cy Young dark horse. The spread is dead. The spread is dead. 2-2 count to Hutt here. Top of the 6th, the Vaderz extending. And that's going to break a bat, no doubt. And you could see it. He's trying to reform it. But that bat is going to be donated.
Got some firewood there.
As Billy Santi won. This is a good matchup right here. As these two have just been jawing back and forth. Probably since these two teams emerged in the PLW.
Both baseball guys. Makes sense.
And Billy's going to win that battle as he kind of floated that slider a little too much. And Billy takes advantage.
I'm sure Billy has something to say to him about it. Or he'll let him know that he got the final hit.
Here's Ethan. No. Got to get this out right here, right now. And he goes right side. It's going to go barely foul on Nell, making a run at it. Couldn't catch up. Man, Ibarra generates a lot of power, man.
Oh, wow. He's come a long way. He only got picked up the very end of last year as a free agent chip. He barely made playoffs. But second this year started, he's been an MVP candidate all year.
Yeah,
he doesn't pitch.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's the type of offensive player that's going to be, he's like Trout out there.
He's been elite defensively, too.
He's just on base a lot of power, dangerous. You don't want to face him. Not every hit, even if it's an out, is a hard hit.
Smokes it.
And there
Right
it is
there.
once again. Just waits back
90.
on it.
90 off the bat. And gets down in front of Mateo.
Watch this hit.
That's just hitting.
Look at
That's
this power he
phenomenal
generates.
hitting.
Bang. Man, he really, like thrusts through his hips through that. Man, all the energy goes to that barrel. Good player is Kyle Eder. Same thing, man. These guys are ballers.
I think Eder's using the same bat that Alec just broke.
He is. He must really love that bat.
He was pretty devastated to hear that there was a loss to the bat. And he decided
He's just
there's
using
no
his-
loss to the bat.
He's just choking up on the part that's bent to, like Superman. He's just going to use it as leverage, but it doesn't work right there.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Eder, the dreaded dribbler, right back to Max, and this is it. The Bombers need to come alive right now. Oh, no. A cooler took a spill over on the Vaderz side,
Oh, wow.
and there's just hot cocoa pouring out everywhere,
No.
fertilizing the
Save
turf
cocoa.
right now.
Save the cocoa.
Man, devastation in the Vaderz dugout, and you can see them picking up some of the remnants. The guts of the cooler did spill out. And look at Cuba Dave in it. He could get somebody to probably sponsor that cooler and fill it with some goodies, I'm sure.
Well, he looked like he needed someone to sponsor to help pick it up because he was not doing anything. He was definitely just a supervisor in that sense.
He's a Vaderz ambassador.
Oh,
That's what I'll call him. VA Dave.
He's got a new name. We gotta change it.
Look at that Bombers tank top. That's new.
Oh, that is a great tank top right there.
J-Lo. Oh, man. Max Fernandez looking at 0-2. Billy with stuff today. And the Vaderz are the people's favorite team. They're America's team from another planet.
Well,
Oh, ooh, he was going after Fernandez right there.
oh no, it slipped.
One out here, bottom of the sixth, as we do approach 500 viewers on Twitch, getting the full production.
I mean, America's team, so does that make them the Cowboys of POW? And is that a good thing?
No, well, probably. The Cowboys are loved throughout the nation or hated, which
But they also can't win. So it's like, is that a good thing?
man, I think the Vaderz are poised to win behind Billy's arm and bat of late as Mateo's looking at a 1-2 count.
Oh, we got a new poll. Who knocked over the cooler?
Mateo barely misses that. Eder right there under it to get out number 2.
More than 5 seconds.
That was a more than 5 seconds, that fly ball?
Right at 5.
Man, that fly ball was at 5 seconds in the air. So, concentrating on that ball for a minute, a lot of wind, spin on that. Not every play is easy.
It looked like his face was right in the sun with that, too.
And it looks like this will be game number 1. Billy giving up 1 run in game number 1 for the Vaderz to take it. And that might be all she wrote for the Bombers. Sparkles. Is he gone?
Yeah, I think he's going to figure out the pitchers right now.
Okay, I'm going to ask him one question. But the Vaderz are going to go into game number 2 up 1-0. We'll find out the starting pitchers in 15 seconds.
Tanner Roundy.
Tanner Roundy. camera angles. Why do I take my headset off?
I don't know.
That happened fast.
That did. But Tanner Roundy is pitching for the Vaderz, and
Is that Trevor Bauer warming up for the Bombers?
looks like Bauer's going to be pitching on the mound.
Listen,
It's game 2.
why not use them if you're at a 0.5% chance of making the playoffs? I mean, I guess you'd try to want to win, but Bauer's really been developing, I hear, in the Bombers clubhouse.
He's 100% accuracy right now. If he can hit the zone, he is filthy. He's got a knuckleball that is as unique as anyone can throw in this entire league.
And a lot of people think Cuba Dave might have knocked over that cooler. Listen, he's a frail man. I don't know if he has the power to knock over that cooler.
Did Dave pay someone to do it?
Now, that's a different story.
So, I mean, that's technically him still being the one that knocked it over,
But
right?
he gets the airtime, right?
Of course.
Yeah, he does a little shimmy with the pocket 20.
Well, I mean,
Somebody bumps it over.
Someone's buying the points, too. So, I mean, it's got to be Dave over there being like, yep, it was me.
He does all this trickery and stuff like that. He's good. He's a good guy to have around for that. As Trevor Bauer still warming up his last couple pitches, and they're going to have to get the Vaderz. Look at old Sparkles all dolled up tonight. He's got his slacks, his shirt thing there, and a hair slick back. That's his business look. Who's going to win game number 2?
Looks like everyone... Oh, nope, that's the last one still.
Wow. Tons of action came on the Vaderz there.
314,000 of the 463.
People got paid for sure.
Batter up.
And you hear it from Sparkles. Batter up. Hey, Sparky, what are the chances the Bombers make the playoff now? Less than 1%, Sparktown says.
Where was it before the game if they would have won?
Like 10% if they would have won. But now he's saying they're under 1%.
Winning out for the Bombers does not guarantee the Bombers anything for the playoffs.
They're still going to need help. Billy, right side. That's going to be a foul. 2-2 count. And that ices Billy.
But you're saying there's a chance.
Trevor Bauer gives Billy a little Billy medicine. But now he's going to have to face Ethan Barra. Good cut by Ibarra right there. It's going to bring the count to 1-2.
There was that knuckleball.
He's really featuring it a lot right now.
He threw in Taco League last year all the time.
There should be a spinner. It should be an easy play for Hollis. Good job attacking it right there. Can't wait for that one to come to you. Otherwise, you're going to hurry a throw in. A chance of turfing it greatly increases as Kyle Eder steps in the box. Kind of quiet all around the Vaderz. They had like one little spurt, but other than that, the Bombers doing a good job.
You don't expect that from the Vaderz. And see what Kyle can do to try to cement himself in the Rookie of the Year conversation and try to get that title for the Vaderz to have back-to-back Rookie of the Years.
Wow.
First and second season in the league have one would be incredible.
Good pitch by Bauer right there. And you could hear the ball whistling through the air. He's making some noise out there, Bauer is. Goes up top. Count's going to be full, 3-2. It's going to be a walk for Bauer right there. In the corner right there. I was watching Gio. It looked like he was sitting down trying to bend a bat back together like some kind of like blacksmith back in the Braveheart days.
They love that bat.
There he is. Look, he's working that bat, making sure that his team has straight bats.
when Kyle was told that that bat was broken, he looked like he was about to cry. That was the worst thing he's ever heard in his entire life.
I mean, a lot of these guys love their bats. It's Tanner Roundy going deep to center. Mateo calls off Laudnell, and that is a veteran play right there.
Yes, it is.
Make
Make sure you are the veteran. Take the ball. Call it early. He called it. Laudnell got out of the way, but he still backed him up.
All in all, great defense by the Bombers right there. Nothing doing for the Vaderz as they're going to face Tanner Roundy. And let me tell you, I love Tanner, man. But he's been really struggling on the mound of late. He sometimes can't get out of the first inning. A lot of the times lately, not getting out of the second. He's walking out. I've said it from the beginning, I think, behind Tom Gannon. He could be the nastiest pitcher in PLW, but he's not the most consistent, and that's what's been hurting him.
Absolutely. I mean, he has 43 and 1/3 innings on the pitch on the season, 43 walks.
Yeah, I mean, that's you throw numbers up like that, that's not going to keep you on the mound, very long. And what that does is it just puts more pressure on your other aces that need to come in early. So he's got a rebound here. They need him in the playoffs for sure. If he's going to be pitching only 1 or 2 innings in that second game, it puts some enormous pressure on Billy Santiwan and the rest of the team.
They have to win game 1 if that's the case.
Yeah, so imagine Billy loses 2-1 and he used 6 innings. So Tanner is in a big spot when he comes up in this second game because he knows what he has to perform and what the assignment is as Alex Fernandez is going to come up to bat. And he immediately features his curveball, man. It is nasty.
It moves so much. And it comes in so slow, too.
And that's going to do it for Alex. He can't believe that came in at 53. Watch this. The curve on this. Man, TikTok, you got to get over to Twitch because you'll see that pitch from behind the pitcher. So you could really, really see the movement here at Hideaway Field as Mateo slices one over Billy's hand. Good piece of hitting by Mateo as they jump off with a base runner with 1 out as Max Fernandez up to bat right now. No power hits really from the Bombers last game.
They had some, but they just didn't get out. Hollis almost had the one to Tanner, dead center. I think Mateo had one that was close. But other than that, they didn't have a lot of power. This may be the kind of night not to try to hit the power and just try to work at bats and try to get singles and doubles together and walks.
If I'm the Bombers, I'm really going to try to make Tanner work because I think they bring in Kyle Eder if Tanner walks out. And I think the Bombers are good enough to really put some hurt on Eder.
I don't know if they've ever seen him, so seeing a guy for the first time is
That
always
too.
very difficult. And I know that he's going to definitely push to pitch. He definitely wants to get more innings pitched for that Rookie of the Year chase.
Froze him with that screwball. Man,
He got buckled.
That's the Roundy that I love seeing is that screwball on a 3-2 pitch is so dangerous to throw because a lot of the time it's a turf ball. But he really, really connects. As Bauer goes right side, does it go fair? Oh, man,
Hit that top tree.
it almost wrapped around that pole, but Kyle Lohman right there running after it saying foul ball.
And TikTok, you're waiting for us to make that call for you. That was off your screen entirely.
Man. Bauer, left side. Ibarra makes a good play. Tanner covers.
That's a great defensive play right there. The pitcher going and covering, understanding that 2 infielders had to go to the ball.
Yeah, when you're watching on TikTok, you don't get the real zoom-ins that we have from Taylor Briner on Skycam 1 to really show the difficulty that some of these plays are. They're difficult plays to make. And when you're out here and you get the zoom-in action from Skycam 1, you could see that there's a lot of movement, a lot of athleticism going on here at Premier League WIFFLE. We're going to drop in. And look at this. Look at Briner and Alex Fernandez went to his movie premiere of... I went to it. What was it called?
I don't remember. I had to do something and I had to unfortunately not.
Oh, you didn't go? That's right. I went.
I had to give you my ticket, actually.
Oh, yeah, you did give me your tickets, man.
I know that someone
Lost
enjoyed
Souls.
it.
That's what it was
That's
called.
right.
Lost Souls, and he had a major part in that one. And let me tell you, remember when you were a kid and you saw like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street for the first time when you were like 4 or 5 years old, and you haven't recovered since?
Was it that bad?
That's how scared I was.
No way.
Looking through my hands, slit right there, trembling with the popcorn.
We're going to need a place to watch this and have a full-on stream party, though, because I love horror movies.
Gio goes right side.
POW fan, what is up?
Love it.
First time I've been on a broadcast that is not our POW stream. Actually, my second broadcast, but first this season.
We could get that watch party going. Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, we need to watch Lost Souls at a watch party.
I like it.
I'm just going to throw them out there. I know that Tavano has a theater room. We talked about doing Top Gun.
I got one better for you, Log, as that's a good pitch 1 and 2. We just bring the projector out to Hideaway Field, right?
Let's do it.
Someone, first chat, welcome. You're part of PLW Nation right now. You're locked in. Bang, Logan, a new chat person. You guys have the same first name.
Oh, sorry, Storm Glider. I didn't see that.
2-2 count to Hut right here. Good pitches all around from Trevor Bauer early as we once again approach 500 viewers on Twitch. High and inside. It's going to be a full count. Bauer does have a walk already, I believe.
Yes, he does.
And that one's in the dirt, and Bauer's done. And that's going to put runners on first and second, and it looks like Alex Fernandez, Mr. Lost Soul himself.
Oh, Kirby.
Oh, and Runnels
On the sprint.
got caught with Buck's jerky in his mouth. That's not going to translate well. But Kirby responding real well. Remember, GK puts each driver through their Kirby bucket driver's license test.
That's right.
And you have to go around the bases without spilling the balls at least 80% speed or above. In
20 seconds.
Yeah, in 20 seconds, man. And Tom Gannon barely made it. And then you have to make a jump off the ramp as well, cleanly land it without flipping over. And once you complete this course, you are then KDL licensed. And what an honor it is, Logan. I know that you sometimes run Kirby as well. Can you tell the fans at home what it's like to work with Kirby hand in hand?
Oh, it's so much fun. And then the difference between the slow mode and fast mode, you can see it on the field. And that's the difference between who's allowed to have their KDL and who's not, because when you put it in fast mode, he is moving. If you turn him too fast, he's just taking 3 or 4 spins.
It'd be like Turbo on Nintendo when you're pressing B and then it's Turbo. Got it. I see him kind of flex a little bit with these pitchers. Does he have any animosity to certain pitchers that are out there?
Oh, he absolutely does. And I've seen it firsthand. He's come after my teammates before.
Good play by Bauer.
It looked fair to me.
Bauer saying, I caught that fair, I'll be honest. As Ethan Ibarra is up, runner on first. Boom, D2. Subscribing, tier 1. 3 months, love it. First time David Breeze in the chat. He's feeling it as Fernandez on the mound.
It looks like we got a new pull-up.
What's the pull? Well, there's be a favorite stream team.
Swing
gonna be good.
umpire.
There
For the
it is.
night. That's a good one.
There's Schmoopy Pie and Sparkles and Cody.
J-Lo.
Ibarra to the right side. Bauer gives it to second for out number 2. Good play by Bauer. 2 in a row.
Holds the runner.
People are really digging Cody Runnels up there as an umpire. I like it too. He really takes it serious. He just looks like an umpire out there.
And that's just after a Kirby appearance, so they must have liked the way that he handled Kirby on that.
Eder just gets under that. Max calling the ball right there.
Yeah, Oh, there was a guy in third. Yeah.
Good pitch by Alex Fernandez. And I don't know if you've ever been a lawyer or anything like that, Logan, but you know how there's a bar exam? That's how hard, I guess, some of these questions that GK made before you get your KDL license. Because not only do you have to drive them, you have to know how to, like, take the bucket off. You have to know how to use the LED lights and the different speeds and stuff like that. And
Replace the batteries, too. Replace how to charge everything.
yeah, so it's not just like some RC car.
Oh, no.
It's way more than that.
Kirby has an emotion. He has feelings. There's a reason why we take such good care of Kirby.
And there he is, just raking in pots. You remember the show Knight Rider?
Yes.
This is like above and beyond that. Our Kirby has a heartbeat. He's part of PLW Nation, and you can follow him on Instagram as he goes around town a lot. Having a good time. You can see him with GK playing a little.
I know for
No Limit,
a
it looks
fact
like.
that Chad was buying those votes on this one.
Unbelievable. I don't even know if he has a subscription. Hollis Hale up to bat. Bottom 2. Yeah, make sure you follow the Instagram of Kirby Bucket.
And there it is, the Instagram link right there.
Bang. Too bad TikTok doesn't get to see all the stuff and the graphics we do here on Twitch because they're just stuck. They're stuck in the AOL mode still.
Someone just watched the Lost Souls trailer, and they said it looks pretty scary.
Yeah, man.
So I think that movie night definitely is going to happen to the projector.
Two count to Hollis. Oh, no. There's a Chad in the Twitch chat. That person needs to immediately change their name.
I think there's another Chad in there, too.
Hollis to the right side. It's in the air for a long time. Billy on the run. No. Things are carrying to the right side right now. And a lot of people are saying their favorite umpire right now is Sparkle Phillips. Comes in late. A lot of fans really enjoying watching a decrepit old person with a stop clock or stopwatch in their hands. And I know I could look at all 78 names eventually if I go into the algorithm as he goes left side for a base hit to see exactly who voted for Sparkles. And I might
Sean
message them individually to see why they would ever pick Sparkles for anything. Runner on first.
Some people just like chaos.
Bottom 2, runner on first. Tanner to Big Al. Big Al swings only weeks after his 50th birthday. He's in good shape, Big Al. Well,
Ooh.
yeah, I mean, looks like the eyes go before the body, huh, Logan?
Oh, they definitely did. He got buckled.
I was hoping I was going to stay up.
Good. He comes right back with the screwball as well.
It's looking really nice tonight. See if he can continue to stay on the mound because he does have the one walk so far.
Flare out to Billy for out number 2.
Never mind, he doesn't
And
have the
Gio having problems counting to 3.
He spent too much time as a Braveheart in the corner.
Yeah.
Got his calculator. Can only get to 2.
Here is Mateo. 2 outs. Runner on. And he takes a screwball at 51.
Pitch is looking filthy tonight.
Very difficult to recognize that pitch. 0-2 count. Tanner tries to go real wide off the mound right there, but it's going to be 1-2.
Last year he was throwing more of the screwball when he did that. This year he's throwing more of the slider.
Two count. And Mateo waited on that one, but doesn't get all of it as he really corked it to center field. But out number 3, the Vaderz excited. Nothing brewing right there for the Bombers as we go into the top of the 3rd here in Las Vegas, Hideaway Field. That sun's going down. It's really nice out. We're in game number 2, and it looks like a couple of fans are out there enjoying Memorial Day here at Hideaway Field.
It's the best place to enjoy it. What else do you want to do on Memorial Day than play wiffle ball?
I mean, we're just such a great community out here. Everybody, good friends. I know that you go out there, people golf, frisbee golf, go play your PLW gaming and stream and all that type of stuff. And it looks like Chad is over there trying to get some snacks or something.
That seems about right.
Looks like nobody really wants to talk to him as he's just scouring the surface.
I think he was trying to steal my Sashi Boba gift up here, too.
And you can see J-Dub saying, no, go over there. Or
he just pointed him away.
I think he pointed him at the parking lot.
He
tried to throw him out of there, and Chad's not having it.
Billy's going to have to escort him away.
Chad said that's a bad call. What's he doing over there? Even the Dragon Lady's spouting off about why Chad's leaving his post. We just talked about this. Tanner, Roundy, left side. Big hit. Did that hit the ground? Oh, no, it hits the fence in the air. It's going to be a triple. A lot of people thinking that, and this could be true. I trust a lot in what Mark Tavano says. And he's saying that Chad looks a little bit like a washed-up CPA. And I kind of agree. Not even a little bit. I just agree.
He nailed it. Spot on.
He could definitely play a part in some kind of movie where they need like a washed-up, accountant type guy in the background.
I'm sure
he'd
Alex
probably
would
love
find a
that
role.
part.
Sure.
To talk to Alex for sure as he tosses ball number 2. And look at J-Lo. Really spouting off, saying that he just comes around and takes her seeds all the time. And J-Dub was probably feeling that a tiny bit. Oh, and Gio corks that one. Is it going to come back, though? No.
Wow.
And the Vaderz off Gio Battistoni. Watch the location of this pitch. Right in his wheelhouse. He likes it down and in, and the Vaderz are getting loud out here.
And he's down to one button.
Wow, if he gets another hit, and he slaps his bicep, that's going to get the fans on the container a little riled up. It's Hut now. A lot of you hear Eder saying, Gio's carrying us tonight.
He needs the rest of them to step up. He does not want to win low-scoring games.
All the regs coming in. Wow, that was cool. Stealth Stalker. Who's this Avicii guy? Girl. What's going on? Oh, and there's a poll up right now.
He wants to sneak in and see what the options are.
Hut, right side is going to go fair. Fernandez waits for it. Is it going to be in time? We just lost visual up top. Oh, no. Oh, no. GK saying 1 second. The real problems of PLW. It popped off the pole. Is that good? GK's going to have to give us a thumbs up if it's good, GK. There it is. How dope is this production? I could talk to GK and see him, get the thumbs up.
I love that camera.
Everybody at home gets to see. Not if you're on TikTok, though.
And we signed a Kirby ball on the Dungeon Cam.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I liked it. Oh, good 12-6. Better layoff by Santiwan right there. Good eye by Billy. It's going to bring the count to 2-1. Gets him low and outside with a breaker. Counts 2-2.
spinning. Heavy on it.
Avic, got it. I said Avicii, and the person's name's Avic. Look at that. Somebody wants a Kirby signed ball. It's Hito.
I wonder if we have the trackpad with us. We have ink to actually give an actual marking now.
3-2 count. To the right side. Lonnell's going to have to make a play, and that's
wow.
another one that hits his hands. He's got to reel that in. And you can see, even though you're diving around and the ball is hitting pad, you got to clutch it in there. So what do? You dip his wheel in ink and then roll it over the wiffle ball?
Yeah, so like a stamp, we're going to put his wheel on there and then just roll and then just put it straight across the
I have an
idea.
A bar out to the right side. Oh, no, between the legs of Max right there. Got to try to make that clean. It was hard hit, but if you watch the replay, Max definitely wishes he had that one back.
That's definitely an error.
What about Kirby stamps? So when you're sending things, it's a tire track.
That would be awesome.
That's what we're doing.
There is Kirby merchandise in the store now. Someone just redeemed a ball, and that is Hito. He would like a Kirby signed ball if we're able to do that. I'm sure Greg will give us a yes or no whether we have the ink or not. We have the ink.
And we do. He gives us a thumbs up.
Ink.
And it looks like Burley had some ink in his hand there.
Yep.
Maybe we could get a replay on that. Lonnell has to catch this one. And he does. Good play by Lonnell. That wasn't easy for a right fielder. Sun flaring to your left side. Nerves from dropping your last two.
There's a lot of danger over there. You got some benches, the entire pole.
Yeah, a couple seasons ago, somebody fell into our alligator pit.
I know. I've seen someone dive into it.
Yeah, they get crazy over there. As Tanner Roundy up to bat, and this might be a runner. It might come back. No. Stays foul.
It's allowed to touch that leaf.
People are saying we should auction off Chad, but I can't imagine anybody purchase him other than to get rid of him. As Tanner Roundy goes left side, right to Mateo for out number 3. And our container just keeps filling up, one after the other, ascending to Containerville as there's only a couple seats left, as that end cap is starting to fill up.
Is that one more spot?
And there it is. The caboose of the container has been filled.
It looks like, stay tuned.
Look at GK. Oh,
we're going to get Kirby
he's going,
signing your ball right now.
He even talks to Kirby. He's like, hey, buddy, what's up, man? I need your tire.
There it is.
Look at that. He puts the wheel in the ink. Now, like fingerprints, each track has its individual property. So there's only one Kirby print, as no tire is the same.
Exactly.
That is a one-of-the-kind architecture piece, whatever you want to call it. You can hang it on your mantle, maybe showcase it while you sell a home.
Yeah.
Like this is, Kirby's tire tracks have been here. I think I'm going to have to talk to Leilani, our realtor. When she has people sign the paperwork when they sell their homes, the track of Kirby.
That would be phenomenal.
Like it'd be certified by Kirby as Max goes right side, but barely misses it.
And Ridge, immediately off the bat, he had that really bad backspin to it. What up, J-Dub? He's taking over the head umpire up top right now.
Tanner to the left side. He's got on the move. Flare out for Bauer. Nothing going for the Bombers yet. Bottom 3. And they really, really need to get something going. They have less than a % chance right now. You got to up it with each and every win. Hollis to the left side, out number 3. As we go into the top of the 4th, TikTok, get on over. PLW fan says, I'm going to give out a free subscription over here on Twitch for who he deems
You're getting a free subscription for a
earns
month.
one. Maybe he needs a comment when they get over. That's something like, catches their eye or whatnot.
That's gonna take you through the entire playoffs.
Listen, Dragon Lady over there in the middle, she doesn't have to gift another sub for probably another 3 seasons and nobody could pass her.
Oh, no.
But she would never let off the gas like that. And there's Austin Bird Bull plays for the ones.
I did find out that the gifted subscription reset because instead of them being complete length of the stream, they became monthly. So I think we're going to try to get that figured back out so that we can get Dragon Lady those 1,047 back.
Look at Thugnificent doing the right thing. You get a free subscription if you have Amazon Prime. You know that I've done the stats. 86.2% of all Americans have Prime. You get a free subscription on Twitch. Why would you not use it? Get rid of those ads that are blaring through your ears every time they pop on, and it's free.
It's free.
And you get more wiffle ball points when you just watch. You don't even have to do anything as Gio takes 54. And look at that, N Green coming from the talk. Part of PLW Nation now.
When doing Prime, you definitely want to use a computer, though. It makes it a lot much more simpler of a, just process entirely.
Yeah, so if you're next to a laptop or a Commodore or whatever kind of platform you got, just type in that, and you'll get a subscription. Gio, left side. Good play by Hollis. Has to make a throw still. He does. Into the center pan. Under 5 seconds. Vicious, welcome. We are starting to move and groove, and it looks like there's a new pull-up. Logan, what do you see there?
Favorite Vader. Looks like we're going to have 2, maybe 3 rounds.
Alex Hutt takes one to his ligature. Right back to the pitcher. Alex, easy play.
Try not to knock over our camera again with a vicious throw of like 85 miles per hour.
You could just tell Alex is, he does want to throw out his arm right there. Some of these guys, when they load up on these little dribblers back to him, they gun it as hard as they can. Gannon known to do that quite a bit.
Gannon actually spiked one 2 weeks ago because he did that.
Oh, man, I've seen it done a lot. On the threshold of those 500 viewers here on Twitch, Logan. And that's usually my number I like to see happen throughout the broadcast.
Let's try to get to 600. It's start to make 800 a consistent 9. That would be phenomenal. I think we can get there.
2-2 count to Billy Santiwan.
Yeah, plenty of people watching on TikTok that can just come over consistently. This link is right there in front of you.
Oh, good pitch by Fernandez. And a lot of people on TikTok are always like, what's the score? What inning is? Who's playing? Well, if you come over to Twitch, just like if you're watching a baseball game at home, we have the same graphics, how fast the pitch was, how many outs, what inning, who's playing. As Billy goes to the right side, Max doing a little pirouette, has to make a quick throw and does.
Wow.
Oh, man, watch this replay, guys. He was fumbling around, goes commando style, gets off his knees, slips a little, makes a rising throw for the out in under 5 seconds. That's a gem right there. Not an easy play as he lost his footing right there. You see the Vaderz side.
Ex-Vader, Ryan Roosh.
And he's dogging the camera.
The headband himself.
He can't get enough airtime, can he?
Never. He is one of the most fun people to have as a teammate, though. He makes
he's crazy.
You have to be smiling when you're playing around him.
You know how I wear one earplug, though, because my ear,
right?
I'd have to wear 2 on that team.
Oh, absolutely you would.
There's a lot of decibels going on out of Ryan Roosh there. Good dude, good player. Man, he's vocal.
Oh, especially when someone else draws a walk. It's not when he does something. When someone else does something, that's the most amazing thing. He wants to just scream for his teammates.
Gorman, welcome to the chat. Yeah, we hear you. Definitely better here than on TikTok. Of course, as Big Al slices one. And Eder looks like he's ready to do some track and field with that pose.
He may be losing gold gloves recently.
It went, not burnt, but it had a slice to it, and he went to his right for a split second, and that was a done deal.
He looked like he got a crossover right there.
And PLW fan comes through with what they were saying and gifts and greed 234 a subscription. And that's what it's all about.
Oh, and Ryan's talking. He's not even one of his teams.
Wow.
He loves it.
Billy Santiwan, favorite Vader. That was probably the first round.
We have a hype train.
Yeah, that's what we do. A hype train comes in. Love to see new subscriptions. You could cheers little bits. Pay it forward with those subscriptions. Make sure you follow, redeem things.
What's up, Astro? I'm seeing the subscriptions being gifted left and right from everyone.
Yeah, love seeing that. 2-1 count to Alex Fernandez. Runner on second. Bottom fourth, nobody out. This is a big at-bat. Good eye by Fernandez. Actually, it was a 3-1 count, and that's a walk for Roundy. And he's deep in this game, bottom four, but now runners on first and second. No outs. Magic Man, welcome to the show. You're watching PLW. We're locked in as Tanner Roundy is going to be working with no outs, 2 runners on. Bottom four, Bombers down 2-0. Mateo, our current home run leader here in Premier League Wiffle, as Hito gifts someone. Not just someone, that's their name.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. Make sure you follow as well. 586 viewers as we're catapulting into stratospherical world right now. And it's 3-1, and Tanner's losing it. He cannot throw a cookie to Mateo, but you also don't want to walk the bases loaded.
And here's the second round of the poll.
Here we go. I think you're going to see a slide piece come in and try to jam Mateo, try to get that 3-2 double play. And he stays outside, and the bases are loaded. This is going to be a tough spot for a pitcher to come in. They might go, I wonder if they go Billy right here. Yep. And Billy says,
immediately,
give me the wiffle balls, as Kirby, doing a better job, goes into Billy's right ankle. Hope that doesn't leave a contusion as he gets out of there just in time. Gives it a little airtime. He got his LEDs flowing around, kind of saying hi.
Looks like Kirby's dying out there.
And me and Kirby, we have this communication where I can ask him a question, and he does 1 headlight, yes, 2 no. Kirby, are the conditions pretty good for you tonight?
Kirby has...
He got stuck.
Kirby is struggling with his...
Oh, no, and Cody is giving him mouth to chassis. He's done. Poor Kirby is dehydrated, and GK...
Greg just rips off his head.
Decapitated him with no...
He just rips his head off.
No morphine, no nothing. And let's see if Kirby can recover from this. I don't know if we want to zoom in on this, that he is under the knife right now.
Scotty,
you know how they have that a curtain?
Hit three.
You know how they have a curtain around? Oh, no. You could see him struggling for life right now as the timer has been set. Reattaches his head like Bicentennial Man.
This is not something there. And he's back. He's back.
Listen, our PLW car staff, medical staff, whatever you want to call them, GK is right there with the right gear, the right tools, and I think what really brought Kirby back to life there, Logan, was love.
Absolutely. Kirby is a person.
Thank God for GK being here tonight. You saw Cody Runnels
nurturing him. That was perfect. What a team effort.
Man, it was like the fire department got there, and then the real paramedics surgery team came as Max is going to pop up to Ibarra right there. And we're going to have to clip that Cody Runnels mouth to chassis maneuver that he was giving Kirby chest compressions. And you just don't see that every day. Oh, Trevor, big swing. You need somebody like Cody to work in like a hobby shop or something. With all those RC cars and trains or whatever.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
They would really love to have him around. And Bauer goes left side. Finally makes a little bit of contact. I wouldn't be surprised if that's all he needed to know that he could get one.
He's always just one swing away. It doesn't matter what he's done. This current bat, he just thinks he's going to hit a home run.
Making contact. Remember, just one out here, bases loaded. This is the game for the Bombers right here. Comes in hot, 64. Right side, Gio on the run. And he's almost like a kite out there with his last button almost done. It kind of absorbs that air and almost makes him levitate out there like he has wings. Look at Gio. He's trying to take off.
That shirt is trying to hold on for dear life.
And he gets him on a nasty knuckle. 56, Bauer. Strikeout. Hollis, Hale up to bat, 2 outs. And that's why Billy asks for the balls. The hype train is already
Level 4?
10% from level 4.
We may be into level 5.
Yeah, I really want you to be a part of this hype train right now, Logan, as I don't like to fail during hype trains, as you know.
Oh, we cannot fail
for
on
you to be
this.
up here with me.
It is 10%. That is it.
And Hollis
One more
takes a
gift.
cut.
Just one more gifted sub is going to take it. See, it's someone over from TikTok, and someone from TikTok let us know you just came over.
Hollis gets a tip right there. Toker, thanks for the hundo. We're getting a lot closer, 93%. We still have 2 minutes. A lot of these people are locked in on the game right now. You're probably going to see a lot of action after this inning. Oh, man, that was a nasty knuckle curve right there as the container, the end cap of that container is saying, yo, as we get into level 5, Hammer 2K, welcome.
Let's go.
Gets that gifted sub. And you can see that the container is split. From that middle chair with nobody on it, to the right of it, it looks like it's Bombers fans. To the left of it, it looks like it's Vaderz fans.
It does look
And
like we're
that
separated.
chair is the separation that's needed because sometimes it gets pretty heated up there, and you don't want to be in the middle of some ruckus. As you know, there's hot cocos flowing, some banter from one team to another. But a lot of people talking about Billy right now, and that might be his Cy Young inning that he needs. Bases loaded, nobody out, gets out of that jam. Listen, he's got my vote.
Right now, as it stands, he has my vote too.
You'd have to see something miraculous.
2 weeks ago, maybe it was a different situation.
J-Dub just gave us
2 weeks ago, it was a different situation.
the
He
look
agrees, he
down.
agrees.
And Logan saying 2 weeks ago, yes. Now, look, he's saying me.
2 weeks ago.
I'm the Cy Young. If there's ever an award for Cy Old, maybe it's like reverse Cy Young, and we could give it to Sparkles. Ibarra, Sky's one. Somebody's got to call a tough play for Fernandez.
He did not
Alex.
trust Lionel out there.
What was that? Mag, what's going on? Coming from TikTok. Boom. Crazy gift and a sub to Skylo. And this pay it forward technique is working as we're at 25% with 3 minutes to go. As Kyle Eder up to bat. Rolls over. We're sticking around right around 575. Right here, Hideaway Field, beautiful Las Vegas.
Someone just called J-Dub the bearded Bartello Cologne.
Oh, man.
I love it.
Left side, foul. And Eder really, really comes around on that a little bit too quick. And J-Lo goes 5 banging with 5 subscription.
We better get to this next level.
And Alex goes strikeout against Eder. 70% level 5. And listen, I've said it before. Right behind Dragon Lady, J-Lo gives the best sub. And if you've ever had sub from J-Lo, she'll lock you in for a month or two. As Tanner, Roundy.
He's been on fire tonight.
There's Willie. Chaz Band. Saying this is legit. I'm so glad I came over from TikTok. That's why we talk about it a lot.
And J-Dub gifting a subscription real quick in between pitches.
Bang. The skill level you have to have, remember, these guys that run the stream team, you have to kind of go through some homework. The skill level you have to be able to give somebody a subscription in between pitches while you're watching the game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable talent these guys have.
Not missing anything. And most of our stream team does different roles on different nights, too. Most people are not just one role stream members.
And that's going to be full count right here. And Brad Ogden completes the hype train. And he just wanted to do that before bed. As you know, Brad, he's probably going to go to bed soon. He's like, let these kids complete the level 5 hype train. And we're going to get some Amati's little emblem things, and it's going to go over them. We'll see what we got. We're at 124%.
Wow.
Really
They're
really
not
doing
even
it.
at level 6? They need to get a level 6 just for us.
I'm a level 6 type of guy. I think when we get into our seasons further, there's going to be 10 levels. We're going to be talking about, I love it. Look at the new PLW koozie, the hot cocoa koozie. If you ever have any hot cocoa needs, make sure you reach out to our merch store. Get your cocoa koozie. I'm going to put mine in it, too. I got mine going. Oh. Love it. Big Al. Let's see what happens. I love it. Look at PLW everywhere in your home. And we should just have a product line that just does everything. PLW body wash, PLW bedspreads. I mean, all your life's needs.
Absolutely.
I think you could do PLW, right?
Everything.
PLW water.
Try to get the subscription.
Oh,
real quick.
Big Al attacks Billy Santiwan right there. And let's see our levels of Amadis that we got right here, Logan.
Let's see. I give you a subscription at the very end, so let's see what I got.
Looks like GK looks like he's doing something with the algorithm and the bite rate. Runner on first, no outs.
Awesome.
Good take by Fernandez right there. Beering gifting a sub to Caden. Love it.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, give the gift of sub this summer.
There's such a great PLW community and family out here.
I mean,
Through the Twitch.
some of these people are fans, are watching every single game of every week throughout the whole season as Billy goes slide right there. And you got to move Big Al around on first base.
He slid with no tights on.
Yeah.
That's going to be a rug burn.
Yeah, and those rug burns do not feel good at all.
No.
Ooh, top bar coming in at 49. Good knuckleball by Billy Santiwan. And then comes in hot 56. And Mateo says, I see that. I
guarantee you, if he throws the exact same pitch, it's going to be 55 or under.
Yeah, sparing. They're here every night. That's what I'm talking about.
I love seeing the regulars. And most of them come over to PLW Gaming and watch all night.
And there's Billy. He kind of had a stretch for a second of a couple games where people were seeing him pretty good. And it doesn't look like anybody's seeing him that well anymore.
Well, his ERA did go from below 1 to just over 2, but he's still leading everyone. And yes, they are looking in that spot. It is a dead spot out there.
Yeah.
And why they've just found it out, actually.
If Billy finishes up this game, he'll already have used 9 innings.
That'd be all 9.
And that'd be all 9 for Billy. So they want to take the 2 wins through Billy, and then they'll have to go, probably they go Kyle game 3 and backed up by Tanner. Japani, welcome. PLW Nation, you're part of it. And that's going to be Tink Tink inside bar as Billy Santiwan and Max going at it once again. And this time Max doesn't swing as he gets iced as we go into the bottom of the 5th, and the Bombers not being the Bombers that they need to be, especially going after Billy. And he's going to go into the bottom of the 6th as well, Billy, and that he'll be done pitching for the night. It will open up. What the Bombers really need this game to win, and then they don't see Billy again.
Yep.
So it'd be an advantage Bombers.
There's a nail sticking out. Do we have a hammer? GK? They are worrying about a nail sticking out if we happen to have a
And
hammer.
there it is.
No,
There's the
Kyle
hammer.
has one, so you're good.
Let's see our grounds crew in action right now. What camera angle is that, Logan?
3.
Go to 3, Scott.
Scotty, if you can hit. Yep, thank you.
There it is. And look, Trevor Bauer, the handyman that he is the hammer. The Vaderz are the nail. Look at the technique right there. Head on head. Look how concerned. I love it. Look at Cody making sure it's smooth, flush with the turf. And our turf unit has completed the job.
We are safe to play.
Once again, here's Gio. He's one hit away from basically losing his jersey. Does he get it? We'll have to. Mateo's on the run, and he does. Doesn't get to the wall, and Gio's gonna have to derobe. He only has one button left.
Does a single worth? Is the single worth the next button? Or
I
no?
don't know if it's worth it for me.
It was an oppo hit. Do we give credit for that?
I still don't know if it's worth it for me.
Do we think Mateo should have got there?
Yeah. Here's Alex Hutt. Good pitch by Fernandez right there.
And Santuan Billy won the favorite Vader vote.
He's our favorite Vader, huh? Alex misses inside. The Bombers know how important it is to get these 3 outs before a runner comes through. But Hutt to the left side. Mateo can't get there, and that is going to score a run as Mateo could not get a hand on it, as Gio is going to come around, and now 3-0. Billy on the mound is going to be very difficult to go and score 3-4 for the win so far. As Sasai up to bat right now. Listen, you got to be careful with Sasai.
Oh.
Taylor Briner misses his chance. 5 seconds of fame as that foul ball went into the camera booth.
He had about 3 chances, too.
Do you think that will have any effect if he was a candidate for a Gold Glove?
He just lost it in my book, and I have a vote.
Max throws it to himself. Bang. Under 5 seconds. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Game number 2. Remember, we play 3 games Monday through Friday. Start our broadcast 6 o'clock. Game at 6:05. We're in week 17. It's Monday, man.
2 weeks left in the playoffs. Or 2 weeks left till the playoffs, I'm sorry.
Dribbler to Alex. Goes home, and that will be out number 2. As Ethan Ibarra steps into the box. Pretty much it's either going to be watch out for Ibarra right here. Alex is going to really have to finesse some pitches. Make sure it's not in the zone of Ibarra, and that's a good selection right there.
Twitch, I see everyone saying Cam too. Well, the only way to see that Cam is to come over to Twitch.
Yeah,
link is right in front of you. If you come over, you'll probably get a subscription. Everyone's pretty happy at the Hot Cocos tonight.
Yeah, Memorial Day, whiffs, Vaderz, Bombers.
Playoff implications. And this affects everyone else in the entire playoffs too, whether what happens in these next 2 games.
And this is it, bottom of the 6th. The Bombers have to score 3 to keep it going, 4 to win the game, but Billy Santiwan. Probably you're looking at your Cy Young Award winner on the mound with a 3-run lead as Bomber Nation is getting chilly, rooting on their team, hoping they could get their bats on balls. And then on the other side, the Vaderz on the container. On the left side, rooting for their team.
If Billy's able to close out these 3 batters and get these outs, he will take the lead in saves on the season with 7.
7 saves, has like 12 or 13 wins. I mean, he's involved in the whole aspect of his team. As Bauer takes good eye right there, 2-1. Maya, welcome to the show. You're now in J-Dub calling time right there. I liked it. Billy had to back out, but he gets Bauer on the back of his bat right there to fly out. T-Fit, what's going on? Let's go. As Hollis Hale with 1 out. There's got to be runners here for the Bombers to stay alive. Good eye by Hollis right there. Same pitch, a little outside. Hollis goes for that one. 1-2 count. Hollis gets under that, skies it to Gio. Gio there for the out number 2, and the Vaderz are 1 out away from pitching collectively a shutout. And they've only had like probably 2 or 3 hits this game. People that are Bombers fan that bet the Bombers, remember that they were -2.5, the Vaderz.
There are 4
Big
hits.
Al be the spoiler. It's going to be tough with an 0-2 count.
Bombers have 4 hits in this game.
Yeah, that's how good Tanner and Billy.
And they've been very spaced out.
Big Al takes a look at 0-2. You could see Fault right there highlighting a message saying, here from TikTok, love the stream, really nice and professional. Love the comment right there as Billy throws a 59 mile an hour, too hot, as we are a 55 mile an hour and under league.
Hayden just said she dropped off your truck.
Nice. Helped out Sean Merciel of the Night Owls today, moving the rest of his stuff from one location to another as Billy Santiwan gets another save, gets another strikeout, and the Vaderz get another win. And right now the Bombers seem very, very deflated as their season probably is now going to come to a close, and they're going to, as far as playoffs, now they got to try to stay out of the relegation talk.
Yep. They need to fight. If they can win these next 4, they might be able to steal that 6th spot and stay away from relegation altogether. But that still may be an outward conversation.
Yeah, we're going to go into game number 3. We will get the pitchers for you right after this short break. Looks like Kenny Santiwan versus Alex Fernandez as the Vaderz fans over there loving it, snacking, hot cocoaing, and relaxing. Love seeing that. Let me tell you, anytime there's fans hanging out, really gives us commentators the jolt that we need.
Absolutely. I love seeing the container full. It's the best spot to watch a game other than this spot right here.
Yeah, and, you know, even like when I talk to TikTok, they don't get to see, like, we've talked about the pitches coming in from center field, the Skycam zoom-ins, instant replays, the graphics, the lead-ins to everything we do, the funny stuff that we put up. They don't get to see Kirby bucket close up or him jumping the ramp. It's
him losing his head.
Yeah, man. Did you see that? GK was basically like Doogie Howser.
He went full Dr. Strange on him and saved him. He went full operation.
I want to get to 600 viewers. I'd like to see that.
Oh, we're so close. I love that. 500 was never the number. 600 is the number right now. We're
Bang.
going for that.
Look at that. Not gutter. Looker coming in from TikTok.
We love WIFFLE, too. That is why we're here.
And look at that. Alonzo.
I love it.
Alonzo gets an Owls jersey, redeems 150,000 points.
He wants the hoodie.
He probably went Vaderz heavy on these first 2 games. A lot of action so far as the Vaderz are going to be -2.5 once again. Lurk, welcome. J-Man, welcome. Broad plays, all first-time chats. And that's all they need. Once you get 1 second of our production and you start to see the different angles and see what we're all about,
you stay live.
You're done. You're part of PLW Nation, and we love having you. And they finally get to see, like, who's talking, right?
Yeah.
They could see all the stats, the standings, Kirby Bucket's Instagram, the merch store.
Definitely. And Kirby has merchandise in the store now.
Phase only. Welcome coming from TikTok as well. And they are just pouring in as Billy Santiwan now facing Alex Fernandez. This is game number 3. So he goes a little hot 56. And a lot of people that watch are like 55, 56. But what does that translate as a pitcher out here?
I believe I was told that 55 from this distance translates to about 85 to 88 from a baseball off a mound from there.
Yeah, so your reaction time is a lot of the same, and that's why you see a lot of big ballers come into this league that have baseball experience from college, semi-pro, independent ball, all the way up to big leagues. We have a couple players that have played in the major leagues.
Yes.
Don Roach, Josh Towers, a couple guys that I could think of right now that love this game.
Some guys that made it to the AAA, Will Morris.
Yeah.
You got other guys that played D1, Billy.
And those aren't easy things to accomplish. Coco, thank you for the subscription. Tier 1. 1-2 count to Ethan Ibarra.
I'm actually not too surprised at seeing the split line right now on the Vaderz and Bombers.
Yeah.
Billy doesn't have any more innings.
Right. 200,000 on the Bombers, 200,000 on the Vaderz. And Ibarra, listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Wiffle ball will bring a grown man to their knees. How sick some of these pitches are. Look how far away Ibarra was from making contact on a nasty, nasty slide piece by Fernandez right there as Kyle Eder jumps in the box. And he launches that one dead center. Good piece.
And Kyle will extend that hitting streak again.
What's he up to now? 23?
Let me just 100% confirm he had a hit last game.
Yeah, we do. You never know. You never know.
No.
He didn't get a hit last game? I thought he did.
No.
Yes, he did. I thought he got a single. Remember, you were like, and he got...
That was the first game.
No.
He went 0 for 3 last game. His hitting streak stopped at 20.
20-game hitting streak, no more. And Tanner gets an out right there for out number 3. So the only real streak right now is Andrew Leday at like 25.
24 right now.
24 straight games with a hit.
And the all-time record is 36 with the man on the sky cam.
Is anybody even close, like, running right now? Like, I guess...
Leday, the 24.
What, Mateo, did he fall off too?
Mateo is at 14 coming into the night.
Let's see if we got him going as Kenty Santiwan, the brother of Billy, is
Mateo
on
got
the
a
mound.
hit both games, so he is up to 16.
So Mateo is now in second place as far as hitting streaks.
That is correct.
Wow. Leday and Mateo right up there. I talk to Leday a lot, man, and I think he sees wiffle ball in half speed.
Oh, he absolutely does.
I feel like the ball's bigger when it comes in. Just his reactions are just so soft and slow, but he generates so much power, man. It's an incredible, incredible player. And I hear Kirby somewhere. There's Kirby just hanging out, making sure all the balls are picked up. Look at the precision driving by our KDL-approved Cody Runnels. I mean, he's
Looking
medical
good on it.
staff, he's transportation. There's nothing he can't do as AF in the box. Alex AF.
He made sure that Kirby was around long enough for GK to save him.
Yeah, the response timing is, if you get to it early, you could save them.
Oh, he saw it immediately. He looked up, and I let him know that Kirby was going, and he immediately took action.
3-1 count, Kenny. And that's going to be ball 4, and that's a walk for Kenny.
And 4 pitches.
Hey, we'll turn it for you right here. Come on. Get after him. Get after him.
I guess his side trying to coach up his pitcher right now is trying to get him to get a ground ball.
Watch out for Mateo here. And that is a ground ball. Great play by Ethan. Backhands it to Gio. Gio to the backstop. No.
And the kite does not sail straight.
Never a good thing when the kite does not sail straight. He did make a play on it, but you have to hit that center panel on the fly or the strike zone to complete the double play in under 5 seconds. They do not, so just a force out on 2 as Max Fernandez up to bat. And he's going to pop up, but Kenny not a threat to get after that one. And we're real close to 600 viewers tonight, Logue, and I'd love to see that TikTok get on over. Make sure you choose the right production, and that's on Twitch.
Only need 7 more. Let's get there.
Yeah, I want to see it. but then it dives down. Goes up, down, up, down.
We're going to have a bunch of TikTok come over right now. It's going to spike.
Max, left side here, the foul ball from Jonathan Wilson. Look at that Coco saying came over from TikTok 2 weeks ago. I'm hooked. They're hooked on Twitch now.
Love it. That's what we're trying to get you to do. We want you to be hooked. Just in time for some of the most exciting time of the season, going to playoffs. This is when you want to watch.
Max to the left side. Kyle Eder right there for the grab. Out number 2. Good play by Kyle.
I said that ankle has definitely been bothering him tonight more than usual.
Yeah. Hito, I will on Friday. I'll gather some pictures. I'll send them to our technical director, and we can have those fire up. Look at that Tiny. Just came on from TikTok 10 minutes ago. 3 fire signs. Because we are. 0-2 count to Trevor. As Bauer takes one in the left collarbone.
Oh, Bruce is saying that we did hit 600. Looks like we're just a little bit behind on that.
And Bauer goes down swinging once again. He's having a rough couple nights of wiffle. He's the type of guy that can bounce back once he starts seeing it a little bit better. As Disc, welcome from TikTok. We're doing it. We're in the top of the second, man. Game number 3, the Vaderz took the first 2 games. Game number 2, they threw a shutout, 4-hit shutout between Tanner Roundy, Billy Santiwan. The Bombers are now just playing for basically position to try to stay out of a relegation game.
Or at least, worst case, if they do end up in relegation, you want to have that 7 or 8 seed, so you have that extra game to play.
Yeah.
Or extra series this time. It's not just one game in a 3-game series.
And I'm not sure, maybe Dr. Winkley could tell me as he's down there working the computer, wherever he's at. If the Vaderz are the 1 seed, they get to choose an opponent? Is that?
Yes, so 4 and 5 will play.
Okay.
And then the remaining 2 teams left from 3 and 4,
yeah,
the Vaderz get to choose who they want.
Oh, between
and then
3 and 4?
ones will get the other team.
Okay. If it ended today. Greasy, what's going on? Love seeing this 1-1 count as Max on the mound right now. Gio, this could be a rollover. He's staring it down. That's going to be an easy play for Max. So 256,000 wiffle ball points on the Bombers, plus 2.5. Vader, a lot of Vaderz fans still pushing it strong with 232,000 wiffle ball points. And it's still open. Make sure you get your bets in as Max freezes them 53.
So Storm Glider, it depends on the fast pitch leagues. Some do and some do not.
What do you need to know my shoe size for? Some PLW shoes? I think somebody wants to buy me some PLW shoes.
Those PLW flyers that Sean has?
Look at Skyotic. Came from TikTok. I always wanted to learn about this game. This is sick. And could you have picked a better production, a better league to want to jump on than PLW?
No, there's not one better.
I mean, man.
No one's production is anywhere close to this.
We love all those other sports leagues for sure, as a lot of fans watch each other's sports casts.
Absolutely.
It's jumping from one to the other. As Sasai takes double nickels inside pipe.
I mean, Trevor Bauer, a man playing second base right now, just went on a fast pitch tournament and won in Madera Canyon.
I saw
Peter
the post.
Maccabee's tournament, too.
Yeah, plays for the Warbirds as Max almost gets Sasai. No swing, though. Yeah, MLW, man. I've seen some of their work. They're doing great things over there. Love having multiple leagues around the nation. Everybody just working with the resources they got, having a lot of fun, different styles. Oh, man, Tiny's wife is not happy in the home as He's got it cranked up.
I mean, how else are you going to watch it?
So basically, she's trying to listen to the Bette Midler's best, favorite songs, and he's like, "No, babe, I found this PLW," and just cranks it up like he's at a Metallica show or something.
She'll be a fan soon. She'll come around.
Yeah, all you have to do is get a close up to the commentating booth of me and you, Logan, and she's going to come around real fast.
And a couple hot cocos. Hot cocos can help anyone.
Yeah, she'll need
or
that.
just that zooming right there on the kite himself.
Yeah, there he is. Get the wife in front of the couch. Give me a little Geo action.
Is he still at 2 buttons or 1 button now?
He's like the Hulk, man. There he is, Gio Battistoni. Let's see the turnaround. There he is. The flying V. He might have, you know what? Tiny might have turned down his volume right there. He doesn't want the wife to come over and see the PLW boys. AK in the chat. That's AK-47. Adam Couch plays for the Ones.
Stormglider, I was going to wear the eye black, actually. And I saw Purdy make that comment, too. I don't know why I didn't. I was going to. It's my thing.
And there it is. Tiny says she's hooked. She's in. And Hollis, hail.
Deposit?
Is it enough? It is. He deposits that wiffle ball a little short of his tree named the Hollis tree, because when he won the home run championship in week 1, and know what he does, his home run trot, he goes over to Bomber Nation and throws hot cocos at the fans. They love when he hits home runs.
Bird and Dragon Lady get him
the
first.
Dragon Lady and Bird. She immediately hands off to her friend. I don't know if Trevor Bauer is going to take a liking to that. And he does the Euro step. A little late on the Bombers sound right there.
It sounded like the Titanic, phone right
And
there.
Big Al might have muscled up. And they go back to back.
I thought Kyle was going to catch that.
Wow, and Bomber Nations. Look, Big Al doesn't have really like a home run thing. He just trots around.
He just makes his way around.
He just wants to. Oh, and he goes chest bump with Cody Runnels.
It was take Runnels out.
Yeah, check for a cracked rib right there.
He may need CPR right now.
Man, the Bombers back-to-back jacks. The Vaderz fans, silence. Dirty coming in, saying, "Oh, baby, this is what it's about." Premier League Wiffle. Make sure you follow us on every single social channel there is. You can follow the teams. I'm sure AK will give his plug. He always does. Anytime we talk about the Ones, he pops in, says that he doesn't watch all the time.
Oh,
but
he's watching.
anytime we talk about
he's
the
always
Ones,
watching. He
he'll
just
pop
comments
in.
only every now and then.
Come
Be like,
at us.
oh, yeah, right here.
2-2 count to Fernandez.
But I guarantee he's going to comment in the next few minutes because we're calling him out right now.
Yeah. Fernandez right to a bar, kind of bobbles it. Should be an easy play. Makes it in time for out number 1.
The fences are 93 and 91 to the fences, and then
To the
103
corners,
or to the corners, yes, and then 103 and 102 to right center and left center.
And then 113 dead center. And like we said it before, when you have a tall outfielder like Tanner, you better hit it 120.
Yeah, he's going to go out there and rob him. He may not dive over like we've seen a couple people, and like we saw Buck hit the Channel 8 news because of.
And that's going to be a strikeout for Kenny Santiwan. David got sauce coming in hot. Standard wiffle balls. TikTok, you're missing a lot of action over here on Twitch. A lot of new people coming in, loving life, as Max misses that one, goes down 0-2.
No scuff balls at all. They come right out of the package.
You know, we just crossed over 26,000 followers on Twitch.
26,000?
I'm looking at the numbers, and
Wow.
my analytic team is telling me that we have surpassed 26,000 followers.
I definitely confirm that it's 26,000. Wow. We just got 20 like a week ago.
Yeah, really doing great stuff. A lot of these people in the chat part of that as Max goes up the gut for a 2-out single. Wind Shinobi. Welcome. Just tape on the bats, Wind. As Trevor Bauer needs to get something going be a little bit more patient up there, and the winds are starting to blow around a little bit.
We love that you came over Hippo.
Hippopotam. Hip.
I just went Hippo.
No, I'm saying, what was that movie? It was like hippopotamus. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, runner on first. As Kenny goes, Ethan could not get there. Good attempt. Decides not to lay out. But the runner will move to second. Now runner in scoring position as looks like Hollis Hale again up to bat. And he's just grabbing some of his raisin stuff that he puts on his hands.
His rosin bag?
Oh, rosin. Remember, he went Hollis Tree last time. Aaron Buras, welcome from TikTok. Loving seeing all these new names. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Hope everyone is safe. Thanks for tuning in to PLW. I'll talk about the matchups in between innings that are coming forward the rest of the week. You play tomorrow, Logan.
That's correct.
Against the Sand Vipers. Big time matchup. We'll talk about that in a minute. And there's the dribbler right back to Kenny to Gio for out number 3. We'll go into the top of the third. Yeah, you guys are going to go into Sand Viperville tomorrow night. Big bats of Tannic, Tavano, Hicks, Gannon, McDowell, Roach, all those guys.
It's a great team.
How do you guys feel going in? Do you guys have Stein coming in?
We do have Stein.
Do you have Randy?
No, we do not.
No Randy.
But I was finally cleared to fully swing again.
Okay.
I don't have to half swing, one arm pull off. I was at the park yesterday, and I can actually let it go finally.
Yeah, and you're recovering from what? A torn
labrum back in January.
Oh, man. And this is about how long it takes to recover?
They say 4 to 6 months, and I just reached the 4 months about a week and a half ago.
Yeah, when you went down, I can't imagine. The only time I injured myself was when I fell out of the commentating booth and rolled my ankle, and I was done. I was gone for 2 weeks, but to be like months of not playing and just watching.
Oh, I'll never have surgery again, because the last time I had surgery, I got traded twice within like 3 weeks.
Good piece of hitting by Billy Santiwan. And then there's Shane Weber. He got a new knee, basically, and he came back months early.
That's why he came back so early, because he was afraid he was going to get traded.
Lucky's Charm saying hey, y'all, to our Twitch channel as Ethan Ibarra comes up. Billy with a single. No outs here in the top of the third. That's a good pitch by Alex. High and tight. Almost gets that inner rung.
I believe Alex can finish this entire game, if I've done my math correctly.
That was a good take by Ethan right there as it came in at 59. Goes low. You can see Alex is a little nervous to pitch to Ibarra, but listen, Kyle Eder's going to be up right after. And he really muscles up on that. Good play by Lano.
Right side, so he'll go first to third.
Look at that. Stormglider said he tore his labrum, no throwing for 9 months. So you're a little bit more like Wolverine.
I was told 6 months.
6? You're just
and
going
that's
for
to
it.
Start throwing. So I actually just started throwing last week, actually. And we decided that 4 months was safe. I can go up to 45 feet and at lobs right now. Can't pitch until late July, though.
Yeah, you're really like coming around, making sure you could go when you're needed. As Eder goes left side, Hollis with a good play, touches third, goes back to Max.
Alex, how are you doing? There's just no way. No, I'm not.
What happened right there? There was nobody on second. Was that what happened?
Yeah, there's only first and third.
Oh, he was just touching third just in case he thought there might have been somebody. I don't know.
You got to know that before the play. That can't happen.
Yeah, maybe you get that double play. Now Tanner Roundy goes left side. Hollis, big play, jumps in front of him, touches two, and they're going to hold there, and Billy will not score from third. That's how important it is to body it up. You use hands right there, it's going to get past you. You body it up, it's going to bounce in front of you. You dive, throw it to second. Good play by Hollis.
I'll also add in there that Alex stopped the throw on the previous play by Max, knowing that there was not bases loaded. So Max thought he was going for a triple play, And Alex understood that if he threw it home and didn't make it, runner was going to score.
Good pitch by Alex right there. Gio goes after something really outside. Good pitch right there. Going to be easy play for Alex as Gio's bat goes for a little flight with those wings that he has. We're going to go into the bottom of the third. Right now, the Vaderz, or the Bombers, in front, 2-0. They need to tack on a few more as the Vaderz do have big bats. TikTok, I see you over there wondering what we're doing. You're going to have to just come over and see twitch.tv/Premier WIFFLE. As you can see, some of those Vaderz fans out there on the end of the container. They are really, really tuned in to this broadcast. Very intense out there, Logan.
Oh, it's very intense. I know this. I know the Vaderz, regardless of the fact of anything, Billy has no innings left. They want this sweep. They're not just giving away a game at all.
No,
they're
want to
preparing
win.
Kenny for playoffs. They believe that he's going to be a very large role for them in the bullpen for them to have a chance at the championship.
100% as Julian Hodoran comes in. They want to join this league, but you're going to have to come to the tryouts. We hold twice a year as Big Al takes a swing. 4K, welcome. You're locked in. As we just keep growing and growing. I feel like our viewership number has been stuck on that exact number for a minute.
I've seen like 630 and whatnot over here, so I think that that's just not updating.
GK, give me a timpani. What do we got? There it is. He does his little magic wand. Big Al floater to Billy. Should be an easy play.
I hope we have a good replay on this one because he just sat there and put his hand out.
That was like slow motion.
You guys stopping it late, that's all. I have the feeling when it feels, you know.
Fernandez left side. It will stay foul. 1-2 count. As it's just stuck at 557. I was hoping to see that 6 in front.
I want to see it badly.
Our buy trait is steady, though. I actually don't know what that means, but it looks like it's good. If it's in the green, it's good.
Yeah. It means we have a good active signal and everything.
If you got good buy trait, you're living large.
Yep.
Ball in the dirt. It's going to fill up the count 3-2. And that's going to be a walk. Number 2 for Kenny Santiwan. He can't get out of that third inning. Runner on first and second as Kirby Buckets coming out there.
For Kyle Eder.
And the Edsters coming out. His squad watching from the container. And this is a little bit different. No lead this time. He is pitching from behind. Let's see if he could come in and make it happen. But I do believe he's going to be a pitcher in this league as he develops more and more, as the Vaderz really need another pitcher. If they're going to make a championship run, you can't just have Tanner and Billy working most of those innings. So who's going to be the next guy? I know Stepna is away from the game for a couple months doing some stuff he has to do out there in the world. He was kind of their number 3, but I think Kyle Eder has to step up because you never know what Kenny Santiwan is going to be doing on the mound when he goes game 3.
And then there's still that nervousness about Tanner himself, too.
Yeah, he actually had a good outing last game.
He's probably going to be the next guy, depending on how much work they want to get other guys. I know Sasai's always pushing himself to get on the mound.
Yeah, but I've talked to Sasai about him coming in certain times and whatnot. He just... Listen, everybody wants to play. Don't get me wrong. You want to pitch sometimes. You want to hit, all that. We love it. But you're in the middle of a playoff race. You're in the middle of trying to put a piece of hardware on your mantle throughout the holiday season. So when you're having parties and get-togethers, people are like, what's that? And you're like, that's the Premier League WIFFLE trophy. And at the end of the season, whoever wins, we all drink from the cup. We fill it up with hot cocoa and get a little loose. D-Man, welcome. Mateo looking at a 1-1 count, runner on first. Bottom of the third, Bombers up 2-0.
For a Taco League team to be even in that consideration right now, being the top team is phenomenal.
Yeah, just a couple seasons ago, they come out of that league, you know.
Made playoffs in the first season and even got a playoff win.
And they're just tuned in to Wiffle right now. This team's going to be around a long time. Their oldest person on their team that like actively plays is like 25 or something like that. I think Cuba Dave is older than 3 of those infielders combined.
He might be the entire field combined.
Full count from Eder. See what he drums up here. And he misses right there. That's going to be a walk for Eder early. And like I said, when you're pitching from behind, it's a little different when you got some run leads is when you usually come in and see Kyle. But now he's got to hit that pan.
Hey, he's not used to the situation. Oh, wow.
Max, high and tight, turns on that one.
He didn't care. He was swinging at anything.
.57, hot, good eye by Maximus right there. Look at Tiny saying he's got a tattoo shop as Max going to score a run for the Bombers off Kyle Eder and get his some of his clients involved. What a great broadcast to have as you're getting some work done from Tiny, watching some wiffle ball. And I'll give him a shout-out for sure.
Absolutely. That definitely deserves a shout-out. The Storm Glider. Yeah, maybe the issue right now is Kyle has too many buttons buttoned right now.
Maybe it's a little too tight. As a pitcher, you probably want to be more loose.
Oh, he's 3 buttons, too many right now.
Yeah, he's really...
That's not Kyle.
Oh, and Bauer takes an enormous cut. He'd love to produce right here. Runners on. Only 1 out. Needs to buckle down. Outside, 2-2.
Tiny absolutely deserves a sub.
And these games are really, really...
I'm sure he's watching the game. They're usually streaming on the sidelines. But you should probably text him because he needs to unbutton a shirt to help him out a little bit.
And Bauer waits on that a little bit better, and that's going to be the second run as he scorches that in between the 5-6 hole as they increase their lead from 3 to 4. And now he's going to have to face Season 1 home run champion, Hollis Hale, who's already given a couple of those hot cocos to fans on the container with a home run in this series.
Kyle came in with a 10.93 ERA.
That's not good.
It's definitely not going to be improving right now.
Oh, but good pitch. As you can see, Hollis acknowledged with a nod to the pitcher mailbox. Thanks for the subscription. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription. Make sure it's Twitch. Eder's kind of got a little bit of a riser going. I like seeing that. If you could get some control on it.
He's got a few pitches.
Right back to Eder as he bobbles it.
Oh.
Goes to 3. And that's going to be a double play to end the inning. Tough break for Hollis as they go 3-2. But some more bombing action has been complete as they are up 4-0 as we go in the top of the 4th inning right here at Hideaway Field. TB7, give me a little of that nighttime sky if you can. Let's see a little sunset action here in the Las Vegas Valley. That's his earpiece. I don't know if it's working right now. If we could see some sunset, sun going down. And look at our team. Look at this. We call for it, and we get it. All 550 to 600 viewers checking out the skyline of beautiful Las Vegas on the west side right there. Just beautiful colors. Like that. Remember that one guy that was an artist? His name was Bob or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Bob the Artist type stuff going on right there. Look at the lights beaming off our palms, queen palms, Mexican palms.
We have Max now in the game.
Max back on.
And
the mound.
Tiny got that gifted sub that he absolutely deserves.
Yeah. Count's going to be 1-1 to Kenny. Good curveball by Max. And listen, the reality is the Bombers are playing such a great game. They're just not putting up enough runs those first 2 games. They're really pitching well.
Absolutely.
What was the score of game 1?
We had 5-1.
Okay.
And then I believe 3-0. Yep, 3-0.
Yeah, so 8
8-1.
runs in 2.5 games is not crazy going against the Vaderz.
Mm-hmm. If you include this game now, it's 8-5. So it's a very close series on the runs.
There he is, Bob. There he is, Bob the Artist.
Because it's
Trevor Bauer goes full gallop. He can still make a play. He's going to toss it to the backstop, and he throws it over. He airmails it over the commentating booth. I don't even know if he would have had enough time right there. That was a mega pint throw.
Okay, that happened.
Bob what? Oh, Bob Ross.
Yeah, he was laughing because that was not his name. He was just laughing that he called him Bob the Artist.
I forgot what his name was.
I didn't know. That's why I couldn't confirm it. Oh, that's screwball.
Before he was famous, though, people were like, you know that guy Bob the Artist?
I mean, they knew who you're talking about. That was filthy.
J-Dub says that was the nastiest screwball I've ever seen in my life.
That started half almost like on the outside white line. Ooh, then comes back with a slider on the inside.
Yeah, Max really locating his pitches well this evening. You know who Max reminds me of a little bit?
Who?
Stein.
See that?
He has a lot of location. He can find the location of his balls.
Like right there.
Of his pitches. A lot of people saying J-Dub's a drama queen. Good curve. This is going to be an easy play for Hollis on the third base side for out number 3. And we're going to go into the bottom of the 4th. This game cruising along right now. If you have the Bombers, I think they were plus 2.5, weren't they?
Yes.
You're looking really good. Of course, the Vaderz could put up 5 or 6 runs.
Can we get
in a jiffy.
that poll dropped if we can? But geez, I thought ball was coming straight in.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we miss people saying comments or TikTok, but there's also balls being thrown at the backstop as they're warming up, and every once in a while one gets loose. I did take one to my ocular socket like a couple weeks ago on the stream. Everybody saw it. I had to put an eye patch on when I got home. Funky Pants, subscribing with Prime, and that is how you do it, Logan. Because not only is it a free subscription that Prime gives you for Twitch, you don't get the ads, which is huge because you're watching long fly ball, and then boom, State Farm is there, and there's nothing.
That's not the time you want State Farm to be there for.
No, like you want to be in good hands, but not right then.
No.
That's not a good neighbor. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Not a good neighbor at all.
Jake's being that neighbor.
Here's Big Al.
Neighbor that J-Dub is.
Avicii just created a Discord server. I don't know what that is. GK could probably comment on that somehow. Sounds like it could help us. Anything with the name server in there is technology based. I know that. Oh, I guess it could be food based too.
I like food based things.
Yeah, like a food server. 2-2 count. Big Al.
Hot cocoa server.
Oh, and he goes into the turf. Really reaches for that one as Alex Fernandez is going to step in. And Big Al is their favorite bomber in round number 2. He comes up clutch sometimes. Here's the son. Or a family member of Big Al. Do you know what Discord is?
No, I unfortunately did not in this one.
You can throw me strikes.
If we had
GK,
Slack
is
open,
Discord
there
good?
might be
Give me a
there might be
thumbs up
talk in
if
there.
Discord's good.
Come on, man.
Oh, no thumbs up from GK.
If we just get any kind of confirmation through the Slack, we can help out our man in the chat.
Fernandez back of the middle. Watch out for an airmail. No, Ibarra too good. Going to his left. Eder falls. Does a commando roll for out number 2. Good play. See kind of the side shuffle, crow hop thing going on there by Ethan Ibarra. For out number 2 is Mateo, our league leader in home runs. Hasn't really showed up with the powerhouse hitting so far yet tonight.
Yeah, the league in home run. See if we can get one.
I want to thank you for completing that hype train with me, Logan.
Oh, that was awesome.
Makes me very proud and honored to be aside another commentator when a hype train is completed. I want to thank all our fans for contributing to that.
All the bits, all the gifted subs,
Yeah, man.
subscribing yourself, coming through Prime. No matter what it was, you benefited and helped everyone get to level 5.
Listen,
We
Logan,
probably would have gone through level 6 if they gave us the ability.
when you give a subscription, you're giving a little piece of yourself to another fan.
It's a very selfless act. That's
It's
why
like we're all
J-Dub
holding
gets
hands
sub
in
from
this
Ump.
one. And boom, Spooky Caster subscribes with Prime. That's a smart caster, Spooky. As that's going to be a walkout for Kyle, Eder, short stint right there as Kirby Buckets is going to go to Ethan Ibarra now, and he's going to take the mound. I want to thank Kirby Bucket for...
Love you too, J-Dub.
Listen, not every bucket in the nation could recover from basically, it might have been a blown transaxle or the flux capacitor could have went dead. Most buckets out there probably would have been to the junkyard or recycled.
Yep.
But Cody Runnels running from third base to get after Kirby there to resuscitate him after his battery went down, and then GK coming in for doing some surgical things to make sure he's fired up again. It's an amazing feat that he went through what he went through, and he's here the whole series.
I'll even add Gio, trying to give him a little bit of privacy there, because, I mean, the man had his head off.
Yeah, it wasn't.
We
as
all
good.
want to see what's underneath his head, but
I thought we were going to go
take care of
to
Kirby a little bit.
You know how we go to that technical music and we had to go away, or I thought we might have had to go to that when GK removed his head.
Trying to get Scotty to hit that right button on a... See, the cameras is only 3 different buttons, but on that one, there's like 30 different buttons on there. That one could be a little bit of a complicated test for someone that's brand new to being a TD.
2 outs here, runner on first, bottom of the 4th. I want to talk about PLW Gaming in between innings. Sean Merciel, we call him 3 Flags. He's Italian, Canadian, American.
5 names.
Yeah, just an enormous Scantron he had to fill out when he was in grade school or junior high or whatever schooling that Chad never went to.
He only needed 6th grade. That's it.
Max, hard hit left side. Billy ends the inning. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. The Vaderz very quiet with that powerful lineup, as the Bombers do have, I believe, one of the better pitching staffs in Premier League Wiffle. Alex, Max, Mateo, even Trevor Bauer's getting in on the action a little bit. But really behind Max and Alex, their team is formed. And you can see the seeding right now on our graphics on Twitch, which you cannot see on TikTok, and the poll that is up as well. As if it was to end today, the Sand Vipers would be playing the Snappers in that 4-5 hole.
And this is before this series has been played or added in the records.
Right.
But going into tonight, this is how our playoffs would have looked. And right now, I'm definitely hoping that the Night Owls can jump up into that 5 seed.
Did you see Kyle Lohman juggling his balls like that?
Yeah, there's another shot of him juggling.
Yeah. Probably hasn't done that before he got married.
I should design a 3 Flags t-shirt for Sean.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You should definitely do that.
A little 3 Flags bandana. As Hut takes a cut. And he's going to be iced out right there on a 55-mile-an-hour curveball. That's how nasty it is. You don't even make an attempt at it. Look at the movement. You can only see the movement on Twitch because you can't see it that well on the TikTok phone. And they don't know their lineup right now as this is another round.
So it looked like Alec was pinch hitting for Kyle. And that caused a little bit of a riff on the sideline.
As Tanner Roundy up to bat. He looks at 58 outside for ball number 1. And yeah, Sean Merciel going to be gaming it up tonight. I actually was hanging out with Sean and his wife. I moved them across town today and a couple of days ago. And I got to see with you, Logan, when we moved them, that PLW gaming.
I love it.
Oh, what a play by Max.
Oh, get out of his way.
It's going to be
Let
close.
him do it. He's got it.
An incredible play by Max. Watch this instant replay, guys. He really stayed with it. Did not want to give up on the play. Trevor Bauer was there trying to back him up. Turns around, makes an awesome sidewinder throw. Clip that beautiful play by Maximus right there for out number 2. And that's what Wiffle's all about, man. That's a ton of fun when you're involved in those plays. Anyhow, I haven't played what is it called? Like a gaming system?
Yeah.
Since like Nintendo, and we were talking about Sega, as Gio might plant that one, but Mateo right there, warning track. I give it up to you gamers now. It's too fast for me.
It's come a long way. You looked good on it. Your first 3 at-bats were hits.
Yeah, I got 3 singles.
Oh, looks like Kyle is taking his shoes off and he's refusing to play defense.
Oh, man, he's really nursing that right. Was it left angle?
I think it's a riff that's deciding this one.
Man, as we have some new people coming in the chat. There's the Bomber Nation right there. There's Alex's woman centerpiece in between Mama Bomber and the Dragon Lady, Austin Bird Bull over there. Rounding out. And there's Alex right there. Don't forget we checked out his premiere, Lost Souls. And like I was saying earlier, I don't remember if you ever watched The Exorcist or not, but I haven't recovered when I saw that, and I won't recover seeing his Lost Souls premiere. And there's Taylor Briner, a big fan of Alex Fernandez. I was on the red carpet too, I guess.
We got to get a picture of that.
Not as cool as Taylor Briner.
Oh, man.
And why would I be? The guy's a 3-time MVP of the league, 3 years in a row.
You see him smiling up there. He understands. He knows. He knows why he was up there. He knows.
He's the best of the best. As Bauer goes left side. That's going to be a good piece of hitting by Trevor Bauer. I got half dressed up for that too, Logan. Normally you see old Trenchy backwards hat and a T-shirt. I wore jeans.
Oh, wow. Real fancy. Brought out every stop.
It takes a lot for me to climb that hill. Here's Hollis. That's Ethan trying to pick locations. When you're just starting out as a pitcher, that might not work too well against somebody of this caliber, but he does that time.
That's screwball.
Wait a minute.
That was looking really nasty.
Tavano.
He may be the MVP of the chat tonight.
Back-to-back screw nuts right there by Ibarra. Gets Hollis swinging and missing for out number 1. As Big Al's going to look to do a little bit of damage and add some insurance runs as Spliff.
Screw nuts.
You don't want to deal with the screw nuts.
You know, if PLW ever has some kind of hot cocoa establishment, instead of beer nuts, we'll have screw nuts.
Oh, I love it. You're going to eat the screw nuts, too. You will be asking for screw nuts.
Big Al up to bat, 2-1 count.
J-Dub on a loud and very important call right there. No one had any idea it was going to be foul. Thank this man right here.
Oh, J-Dub. Oh, good off speed by a bar right there, but it's going to fill up the count.
You heard it here first. He is the best umpire in POW.
J-Dub?
That's what he said.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying through the mic for him.
He said, shout out to Buck, though, as it looks, is that Tim Riley up on the container? The Viper Destroyer, I call him.
He's also the
Single-handedly.
border. He's chosen as hit the two. He just ran between everyone. He's
in
no one.
He doesn't know who he's rooting for. He's in between both squads as Alex Fernandez up to bat, 2 runners on, 1 out.
He doesn't want to cause any bad blood up there, but if you don't choose anyone, you're bad blood with everyone.
And there he is. There's Tim Riley. Ooh, Gannon with the heat says J-Dub doesn't even have his KDL. Can't even drive Kirby. Had it revoked. Or maybe he never even had it.
He had his trial permit, and it just never got passed there. I almost had to come and take it from him when I was working the dungeon the other night.
Listen, we just witnessed another screwball strikeout by Ibarra, and that is good news for the Vaderz. If Ibarra can step up like they need Eder to, he's really, really showcasing that screwball.
That screw is just driving them all nuts.
Long game, I haven't seen it yet. This might just be a short clip of him just having a really good inning. So we'll have to see. But that screwball, once again,
it's nasty.
All 4 of them that I've seen came in or have been hot.
Although, as I've looked, the last 3 have been over 56.
Yeah, 3-1 count. Big pitch right here would load the bases. And that is...
Who redeemed a team T-shirt?
Maybe
I
it
don't
wasn't
actually see
3-1.
who it was.
Now it's 3-1.
It's 3-2.
Oh, 3... I don't know. 3-2, I guess. And that's a strikeout for Eder with another screwball, and he's really working that pitch to get those bombers, and they couldn't do anything to add to their lead as we go into the top of the 6th inning. This is it, man. The Vaderz need 4 runs to stay alive, 5 to take the lead. The Bombers in complete control of game number 3. The Vaderz, if they do lose this game, still happy with their performance tonight, winning the series and really clamping down that number 1 spot probably.
That probably clinches their top seed. I can't confirm that entirely, but I do believe that's going to solidify them.
Real quick, I want to talk about tomorrow night. You got the Owls going into Sandviperville, your team.
Yep.
And then we got a big-time matchup on Wednesday night. Yours is huge, too, for both of your squads. So the rest of the week's looking real good. The Snappers are going to go play the Legends, my team, and we both have the same record, I believe.
And then we get Snappers the next week.
Man. And then there was a typo. Somebody's playing the Cajuns. It says
that is the Warbirds.
The Warbirds are going to play the Cajuns on Thursday night, and you know the Cajuns are looking to get into that playoff scenario as well. And then the Warbirds, a roller over to third foul. The Warbirds are trying to stay out of that 10th spot with the Lightning. And then on Friday night, the Ones play the Lightning, and the Ones trying to cruise right there as the Lightning are trying to stay out of that 10th spot behind Jake Purdy's pitching and Sparkles managing.
Yeah, this is all screwballs right now, these last couple innings.
Yeah, the next 3 days are really, really good games. Then on Friday, the Ones are just going to try to climb up the standings, and the Lightning, of course, trying to stay out of that 10th.
Well, the Ones need to actually right their ship a little bit. They've been struggling.
That, too. And Ones Nation, they need to see some sparks going the last 2 or 3 weeks. They've seen their team kind of falter a little bit, and they're not used to that.
You don't want to just back your way into the playoffs.
Good
Tail
swing.
makes that play.
by Kenny right there. But Mateo grabs that one for out number 1.
I think going into the playoffs, the most important thing is being hot. Obviously, you want to make the playoffs, but you want to be hot going into the playoffs. There are a few teams that are absolutely on fire right now.
Sasai going after Mateo. Mateo slides left center field. Good play. Gets the first 2 outs for the Bombers right there. They are 1 out away from wrapping up game number 3 as Max.
56.
That looks hot, too. Like, it looks like it's coming in like 58.
I do not like facing Max. He's tough to hit off of. I mean, he has that submarine, and that submarine is looking nice now.
That was a good piece of hitting by Billy. That's going to be a double. Tyler Monkey, welcome to the show. You're watching the end of game number 3. We broadcast Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock pregame, 6:05 first pitch. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, mega matchups. Friday, a really good one, too. I'll be on the mic for that one. As Ibarra, and now the Vaderz.
No shutout. No shutout.
Score 1. They're only a hit and a bloop away from tying this one up. And with the bats of the Vaderz, it can happen. And Billy Santiwan said, let's get weird.
He wants to get weird.
That's the rally cry.
Can Alec get weird?
2 outs here. It's not easy, 1, to shut out a team, and then 2, to get those 18 outs.
It's tough.
A walk here all of a sudden makes it a game with Gio on deck. Is it going to be enough? No. Mateo made all 3 outs for that inning, and the Bombers sneak one in there and take a game. But the Vaderz did what they came to do, took care of the Bombers. The Bombers really, really needed a sweep right there. They don't get it done. You kind of saw a good balanced Vaderz squad right there. They didn't put up a lot of runs, but they made it happen with their defense, pitching, scored when they needed to, and got 2 or 3 right there from the Bombers.
Yep.
And there's going to be a poll up right now.
I think those 5 work, Tom.
Of who we want to see up in the booth. Make sure you get your vote in, and we'll have that person come up, and I'll give them a little interview. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Night Owls versus the Sand Vipers. You're
Can't
going to see
wait.
Tom Gannon, Adam Tannick, Justin Hicks, Mac Tavano, who's in the chat right now. They're going to be balling up tomorrow night in a big-time matchup with you guys. You guys are fighting to stay in. Are you guys in the playoffs right now?
No, at this
You're like in
we
the sixth-
stand
where you
after the
at?
Cajuns won their 2 games. They tied us, and they had the tiebreaker. So we fell into that 7 spot. They have the 6 spot, which is a neutral spot.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to see the graphic to see who is currently in the 5 spot. I don't remember who.
I think it's the Snappers, or is it Sand Vipers? The Snappers are 4, Sand Vipers are
Sand
5.
Vipers are 5 then. So we are trying, if we can try to take some, we can hopefully jump up into that 5 spot tomorrow.
People are talking about the Owls get eliminated tomorrow. And we're going to have to see, man. Remember, the Vipers are coming off a loss to the last place Lightning, and they really got, they really didn't put anything together. But the poll is up. It looks like right now, Kyle Eder leading the charge in that poll. It's going to be close between Gio and Kyle, I'm sure. But a good series tonight. This is our 17th week. 1 more to go, and then we have the playoffs, and it's going to get really, really dicey, especially starting tomorrow. That's when it's going to get super dicey. So with your series tomorrow, then it's going to play out with a snowball effect on Wednesday and Thursday, of course. And then Friday night, we're going to see the Lightning try to avoid staying in that 10th spot.
I would love to see that tomorrow. That's what we're fighting for.
And Gio Battistoni wins it. And Logan, why don't you go grab Gio? I'll give him a little interview and then come back and we'll end the show. Everybody, Gio Battistoni coming up. Did a little bit of commentating last week, and he didn't do too shabby. He's been up here before. Gio, welcome. Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
Man. Let's see how that looks.
Is it better?
Oh, man. That's good enough. Gio.
Trench.
Man, I think you guys clinched the number 1 seed. I don't know if the ones are going to be able to catch you. I'd have to make sure that's a factor or not, but I think it is. You guys are really coming together late in the season. I want to talk a little bit about Billy Santiwan. We've said it before. You guys kind of ride behind him. What was the game that he pitched, game number 1, feeling like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have Billy on the mound, it just feels like you're going to win the game. I mean, obviously this year he only has his 1 loss. It came last week, but anytime he's on the bump, we know that we have the best opportunity to win.
Yeah, game number 2, Tanner delivers a good piece of pitching, goes 4 innings, and then Billy comes in, backs him up, ends his 9 innings with a save right there in game number 2. I think your bat came alive. You went Geo on turned on one and sent one into the Garden of Serenity. You just keep getting better and better, man. Is there anything going on that you're doing, seeing things better? Talk to me.
Yeah, I actually had to go back and watch like a little bit of film, which is kind of cool that we have that available to us, right? But I went back and I was like, what is going on? Because I went through a couple weeks where I was like, you know what? And granted, like no one expects to stay hot for as long as, the whole season.
Yeah.
But, I went back and I looked at it and I was like, you know what? I noticed my hands. I was doing a little bit more movement with my hands lately. And I was like, let me clean that up a little bit and stop that and put it to work tonight. And I think that it ended up being really good. So
yeah, I want to talk about the one notch that I could talk about that might not be in your favor right now is that third pitcher-ish. Is it Eder? Is it going to be Ibarra? I know Nate Stebna is out of town right now. I don't know if he could qualify for playoffs if he has enough games or not. I'd have to see that.
Yeah.
But what's the feel in the bullpen between like Ibarra and Eder? Do they want to get up there and try to get some pitches in?
Oh, yeah, they definitely want to pitch. We're definitely going to see them throw a lot next week. They're going to get their innings in. In all honesty, Walker, he wasn't here tonight because he had to work, but he's a huge part. And, when
Forgot about Walker for a second.
When we made that trade, when we made that trade, we knew what we were getting. We were like, we needed another arm. Our offense is pretty set, and we feel like we can hit with anybody in the league. We do know that third pitcher is going to be big, but in all honesty, Tanner's big. We really ran it with Billy and Tanner all of last year.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Roosh was obviously, a great pitcher for us as well, but having those two guys this year, Tanner is going to be the biggest, in my opinion, factor in us being successful.
Yeah, I agree too. I've talked a lot about Tanner and how he's hit or miss sometimes, and this time of the season, especially going to the playoffs, he has to stay on the mound, has to deliver. He's a big game 2 starter, and he needs to go deep to make sure that his other people behind him don't grab innings and take away, especially from like a Billy or whoever else is going to step up in that third spot.
Yeah, exactly. And he's looked a lot better these past few weeks. I think it took him a lot longer to shake off the rust than we thought it would. But now that he's gotten out there, the walks have been the biggest thing, of course. But it's just because his stuff's so nasty, if we're really being honest. That screwball, man, that's feels like it's pretty unhittable. I wouldn't want to face it.
Going into the playoffs, as you guys will be playing, is there a team that you don't want to face, or is there a team like, I feel like we'd pick these guys if we wanted to play them, knowing the teams that might be making the playoffs?
I got to be honest with you. I don't want to have to pick anybody, to be honest. I kind of talked about it on the stream last week, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, who would we really want to play? And when you go and you choose a team, and you just kind of fire them up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's nothing that we really want to do. Kind of wishing that, we didn't have to make that choice. But, we're going to evaluate once the time comes. We've already kind of talked about it a little bit, so we do have a little bit of a game plan. But realistically, it's still all up in the air.
Gio Battistoni, everyone.
Thank you, Trench.
Love having him around. When he's in the booth, you know that the Vaderz did good things for sure. This guy has just really each and every week has just come around. You could see how players, yourself, myself, we go back and we watch some film because we're able to watch rebroadcasts on Twitch, YouTube, whatever platform we want to, because it's so much like watching baseball film or film wherever you watch film to see, some things that you could change, even pitching patterns from other players to kind of see what you're going to face going forward.
Oh, I scout everyone in this league. I have a spray chart, how I want to play everyone defensively, everything. And I work myself. I'm watching every single bit of tape as I can.
Yeah. Listen, guys, tomorrow night, Logan Christie's Night Owls are going to go into Sandviperville and see if they could make a run into the playoffs. I'm Trench Pacone, hanging out with my boy Logan. Hideaway Field, beautiful Las Vegas. See you tomorrow night.
What's this?
That'll work.
Get there, get there, get there, get there. Get there.
Let's go! What's this? That'll work.
Get there, get there, get there, get there. Get there.
Let's go! What's this? That'll work.